6. Off the backboard, Blaski's there for the clear, and we bang. Collects it off the ceiling, looking for a pass mid. Louis is up. This is off the backboard. Living for the dome.
Spalty's gonna put it away, and the Brainerd victory will win it right there.
Burnsville are your rising star champions.
But the wrong man has the ball. Bad man has the ball. It's still up somehow.
Give it up for your premier champions, the Minneapolis Miracles.
All right, I just realized we got some bot replays, but that's just from testing. But yeah, we're back for week number 5, and we do have a special surprise. We'll get to that later on, but yeah, it's gonna be a fun week, and I'm kind of excited to see how it goes. It's time to watch some Rocket League. Wait, we're Premier players. We don't watch Rising Star.
Oh, no,
we don't do that. We don't watch these players. Well, we have to today.
I know
unfortunately.
nothing about any of
Fusion.
these players.
But that's fine. That is perfectly fine. I know very little, but we are gonna get to learn some today. I know that in the past streams that we have seen Fusion, the games have been bizarre, to say the least. Not what we expect at all, but the good news is we're gonna really get to watch one specific team, Fargo. The Steelhawks currently sitting in 4th place in Rising Star. They are winners of the last 5 matches they have played, coming off of 15 points in the first major. They're 7-1 overall. They have the 2nd best record in Rising Star, tied with the Knights, but they have 1 less game win. On the other side, Duluth in the first series is going to take on Fargo. In the second series, it's Minneapolis going to take on Fargo. We're going to watch both of Fargo's matches. We're going to watch both of Duluth's matches. Kansas City and Green Bay in the 7:30 series, and Morehead's going to round out the night with that. But I wanted to look at the transactions tab because some of these teams were involved in some moves, and I don't know how much that will affect things, but Fargo, yeah, they didn't decide to make any moves on their Rising Star team. I gonna look through Duluth's just to see. They picked up a couple of players. They made a trade to get Greyhounds from Winnipeg, and they picked up Jack Knight in the thickest stick. So they have a brand new roster. Yes, they are 1-7 standings wise, Fusion, but that will lead into our predictions here in a second. But the new roster, the new team, does that change your vote on things?
Yes, a little bit, honestly. So right now, Duluth stands 1-7. Fargo is the exact opposite at 7-1. But this 1-7, none of the 3 players on Duluth were a part of that. They were all part of better teams. They're all coming together, trying to make something happen. And maybe it's the greatest comeback story in all of Rising Star. I can see the thickest stick is already ready in his penguin suit. That is awesome to see. And are we doing predictions now? Or
we are. We will in a second, but yeah, I wanted to show the penguin suit.
I'm going to take Duluth in 5. I think this thickest stick gets an OT goal in Game 5 to win it and pops off.
Okay. That's a very, 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 very generous prediction. I'm going to switch over to that quickly, Fusion. But yeah, you're taking Duluth in 5. Oh, dear God, what am I thinking right now? Why would you do this? How could you just give that to the world? We're going to just tell the world, yes, Duluth is winning with a completely different team. But But hear me out on this. They are not 1-7. All three of those guys didn't play on this team when they went 1-7. So if this answers your question, I'm picking Duluth too. I'm going with them. I'm gonna take them. I'll take them in 5.
Crazy,
I'll take them in 5 as well.
To Fargo.
I mean, they are.
You know what? We can both pick them next match. Okay, they're also.
They play again.
Next match.
Like they play again, and looking at who they play against, it is Minneapolis. It is a new roster as well that just made some moves. They're in 5th place, but they're 4-4 winners of their last 2. But yeah, just waiting on waiting on Duluth to get into the game. It's about that time on the dot. But looking at kind of our predictions, what are we thinking? I don't know. I don't care.
I just hope the thickest stick pops off. That's all I hope for. I want to see another penguin suit, next week or whenever they play on stream again.
I think I'm more of a fan of this. I'm a fan of the hat that is is a Fanta hat. And then the penguin suit. I'm pretty sure Lemonhead has a hat on too, but I don't have his cam up at the moment, so I cannot show it. But bro is mogging the camera. Okay,
he's mogging the camera. Oh my god.
It's absolutely
Is he
evil.
listening to the stream?
Yeah.
Does he know?
He knows he's there. Yeah, he knows 100%. Why would he not know? But yeah, we'll see what ends up happening here for the latter half of this. But any day now, Duluth, whenever you guys are feeling, spicy. I don't know. Look at me.
They gotta quickly just look smacks and pop in, They gotta get their 5 minutes of mogging the camera. And then they actually have to lock in,
I have never
They
felt...
are going against a team with a lot of chemistry. They're currently 7-1. It's not going to be an easy series by any means, but who knows? Who knows?
I mean, the sky's the limit, right? You're on a new team. You're on a new roster. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, there's nothing we can base our predictions off of. We're just going purely off of aura, I guess. I sure hope they win when they dress up for our stream, Worst thing is them to dress up, show off for right before the stream, and then just get absolutely clapped 3-0. That would be not good for
the mental.
Yeah, not good for the mental.
You think if they lose the first series, they win the second one? Because, in my opinion, you can win the first one, but still not be as confident going into the rest of them. But yeah, there's always a good chance of winning both if you win the first one. So we'll see what ends up happening. But
yeah, of course.
Right as Duluth decides to join, one of them decides to leave. So now we're just like, let's just not play the game. We'll just chill here and watch. Genius, guys. Absolutely genius. All right, let's get it going.
It definitely seems like they're playing for fun, But I mean, fun can only bring you so far. When you're going against a team that's 7-1, I mean, good vibes, but you also need to hit the ball. As the kickoff starts off, it's Spooky versus the thickest stick. In favor of the thickest stick, 50 on the activity, but 50's onto the midfield. Spooky's gonna get a free ball with 2 people back. Looks to 50 into the corner, but Greyhounds is there, looking to get around 1. Center's out, but Duluth is all over that as they put a shot on. Another shot, but Greyhounds looks to clear, and it seems to be all pressure Fargo at the start.
Yeah. And overlay is back, so we've got a nice look again, not something scuffed. Oh, great bump on Xvixity XX. You can't. That does not roll off the tongue. tongue at all. Duluth, longest names of all time. Look in the top right of your screen. I had never seen those bars filled with that many characters from your keyboard. But yeah, Thickest Stick, Greyhounds, and Jack Knight, Steve-O, Spooky, and Xvixity on the side of Fargo. And so far, a couple of testing shots from this new Duluth roster who kind of have just picked up the pieces here. As Jack Knight looks for a flick, it is blocked by Xvixity. A nice clear down the field, looking to keep pressure on Greyhounds, make a touch he doesn't want to be ready for. Big fake into the corner. There's plenty of time here left for really either of these teams to get an opening goal, maybe get some opening confidence up. As good shot from Greyhounds will hit the crossbar, looks for a bump, and nothing going to materialize off of that, but there is an opportunity still in the midfield here, just hanging onto the line that you built up. You know, you do all that work to move your lineup so you can get some more shot and chances to score goals, but sometimes when that line breaks down, that's where you can give up those counterattacks. But I think we all know too well that anything is possible in these matches. Anything's possible in any match, but anything is possible in these matches. Anybody can pull out anything at any time. As Steve-O with a good touch in midfield, it is cut off by Xvixity, and some time fusion to possibly score a goal. I pray to God we do not go through this game all the way until overtime with nothing on the scoreboard.
Well, I mean, right now, both teams are playing very controlled in the midfield. They're not sending two people at the ball at any given time. They're always trying to have two people behind the ball, maybe one guy into the corner, and there doesn't seem to be any downfield options for either team. You know, as Jack tries to get it by two, Thickest Stick has a shot to center it, but misses the ball, and it's just kind of die here. Maybe a counterattack for the Fargo Seahawks as a great double comes out from Jack Knight. But he was the first man, and there's no real attack that we've seen. We've actually seen a free jump out of Jack Knight. I wanted to point it out as it happened, but sadly it did not connect. I truly think this Duluth team is playing just purely for fun and good vibes, you know? But we need to see something come out of either of these teams, as it does seem that Duluth did not put it on target. That was very close, though. No one was really ready for that pot shot. As Steve-O takes a 50, takes another 50. It's bouncing in their zone. Spooky tries to get beat on one, but Greyhounds, great read off the wall as Steve-O for the mid pass, saved by Jack Knight. Great save from from Duluth, excuse me.
Another shot comes out. Another stop from Greyhounds. Just over 60 seconds. Xvixity with a reset around Jack Knight, but again, the Thickest Stick has the clear, and it seems Duluth kind of they have an answer. Every single time Fargo tries to line something up, get a clean pass off the backboard, there is a Duluth player sitting in the way, and sometimes that's all it takes. You don't have to hit the ball with any sort of purpose or you know, mutual gain for your teammates. Sometimes it's just about hitting the ball. As a miss comes out from Fargo, Greyhounds around one, trying to get around two. Steve-O's awkward. We'll leave it for his teammate. It's going to bounce up off the backboard. Oh, that's such a good bounce. That's such a bad miss, and that's such a big goal with 26 seconds left. Yeah, Jack Knight, take a slice of, I don't know what he's eating. It looked like cake. It looked like he took a bite of some cake or something. I don't know what it was, but regardless,
he's feasting on the Fargo defense.
Yeah. With only 20 seconds left.
Anybody picks it up, gets a flip reset, but Spooky out to counter him. Jack Knight looking for a flip reset double off the sidewall, but does not hit it. But it goes straight out to Spooky. Here's a good quality shot. If he can put it on target, hits it high, and Jack Knight is there to clear with Thickest Stick. There with full boost, gets a double into the corner. It's 0 seconds up. It's a miss. It's going to bounce up. Can they keep it alive? No, and Duluth wins the first game, sending shockers to the Fargo side.
Yeah, and we predicted it. We said this would be a different series. I think we're kind of jinxing them, but you know what? That's what you get for not making a roster move in the trade window. Yeah, one miss is all it took. That's it. That's the only goal we have to show you, and that's the only thing that ended up happening in this game as Duluth takes the first one, and they look to take the next one as well. We'll see what happens for the latter half of this BED. Jack Knight was the lone goal scorer for the Superiors. And you talked about they might just be playing for fun. They might just be playing to entertain themselves. You know what?
A couple pre-jumps early on in the game
is not the worst idea, though. Yeah, pre-jumps, that's not the worst
removes
strategy.
all the pressure.
Exactly. All it does is just put pressure on nothing. It's just you're not expecting to be, the best team. You're not expecting to win. But you're going to give it your best shot. You're going to try and enjoy doing it. Well, sometimes that's all it takes. As Xfixity with a touch to the side, the thickest stick will not get the double. It's a good back pass from Jack Knight, but to the wrong team, but a better demo, yeah.
Yeah, and I can see this Fargo team is really waiting for these mistakes in the midfield. And it didn't really happen last game for Duluth, but first 15 seconds, you see a errant touch go into the midfield where there's no one, and it's a quick 2-on-1 bump play, easy put in. And now let's see if this Haram-esque tactic from the Fargo Steelhawks will finally pay off with their 1-goal lead, just clamping down on the other team.
A little bit of time still left for Duluth to make this a game, but oh, what a save!
Great save.
Absolute rocket of a shot, a better save and another stop. The thickest stick coming up huge for Duluth, keeping them in this game, because you figure you go down 2 goals right away, Fusion, you possibly risk the inability to dig yourself out of that hole, and then you have to extend a little bit more. You have to take a little bit more risks, and sometimes that can just lead to more goals in your net. Still plenty of time. Spooky lining up a double off of the ceiling. It is met by Greyhounds. He cannot stick with this. A good pass from Spooky to Xfixity, and the shot, though, as Coop would say, an absolute cupcake towards the net. As Greyhounds has the clear. And now we kind of reset at this midfield line.
Oh, big miss.
Yeah.
Can't get around Steve-O. No, Steve-O blocks him out. Maybe a follow, but Jack Knight there to counter. Beats one, but X-Stiff. Yeah, I'm not trying even to say that. Just get a better name if you want me to say it.
Exactly.
I don't know what to say.
Yeah, lower it to just EX. He's way easier to pronounce.
Or XE.
Or XE.
Something like other than that, please.
I don't know where that came from, but hey, I mean, that is unique. There's probably not another Xfixity that exists, as far as I know. And I don't know a lot.
Calling him Xfinity from now on.
That's fine with me. Xfinity Mobile. Good miss from the thickest stick.
Good fake.
Just sends up a fake, but Greyhounds eats a demo. Good clear here from Spooky, just putting pressure. But the thickest stick, though, has been very good defensively for his team in this series so far. Greyhounds over 1 to Jack Knight. I think he got a little bit too much on that. I don't know if he wanted that many touches on the ball, but sometimes you just gotta kind of work with that. Yeah.
If they did put a shot on, it would have been tragic. But yeah, I mean, Fargo just clamping down the midfield, not really giving them much to work with. And for Duluth, they need to have more people downfield, I see like a big bang, and then we're not sticking with the play. And we're not driving through. We're immediately rotating back, and there's just no one down there. And you have to basically 1v3 in order to get around the entire Fargo team, which does not seem to be happening. This Fargo team is too good, as Steve-O tried to look for a bump there, just barely misses on the last Duluth player. But I mean, you can definitely see how Fargo is 7-1 right now with this absolutely suffocating gameplay. Xfinity, it's a double, no, it's off the bar, and Greyhounds beat 2, and now it's a counter the other way. Xfinity has very low boost, but they take it to corner, and Xfinity tries to 50 the last guy, but it goes wide to Steve-O. Steve-O off the ceiling, but Greyhounds is there to 50 him. But it's out to Spooky, and now finally we're starting to get men downfield as Jack Knight beats the last man, can't put it on target. Spooky cannot get there. He might have been able to get the save if he got around it, but it is all tied up now.
This is a big goal. Jack Knight with the only goal in the last game, with the second goal here, and yeah, I think if Spooky gave a little bit more of an angle, he might have been able to save that, turn it to the side, and then we'd be looking at, you know, still a 1-0 lead. Steve-O around 1, trying to get around 2, can't make the shot. Spooky has the follow. Greyhounds gets a piece. All of it, another block on Xvixity's shot.
Wait, no, Greyhounds has.
He's gonna pass mid. Oh, to Greyhounds again. There's no boost. There's no boost for Fargo to work with here. Spooky's the only one. He can't keep the attack up. He has to rely on his teammates to give him something. 49 seconds now to go. Jack Knight on an outlet pass. Does get...
Oh!
Oh, that's rip.
Big miss from Steve-O.
R.I.P.
And it's so heartbreaking because they had 3 grade A chances and 3 even better saves coming out from Duluth. And just to have a ball going like that, we need to pick up. We need to get our head out of the grass, you know? And
that's a phrase. I've never heard that before.
Yeah. It's a PG version.
Exactly. It's a... Well, you can't say gutter. All right. I guess that works. I
was
know.
thinking of something that rhymes with grass, but you know.
Oh yeah, fair enough. Yeah, fair enough. 15 seconds. So, hey, our prediction's raining true, but maybe they get it done a little bit quicker here. Jack Knight into the midfield, looking for a pass, trying to get a bump on Steve-O. Greyhounds. Maybe one more touch forward. Just keeping the pressure up. Just forcing Fargo to burn their boost. Jack Knight down to the ground. Duluth looking for a 2-0 advantage. Spooky trying to keep it up. It's going to bounce mid-heel. Xvicsity towards the net. Yeah, absolute cupcake. Duluth takes game 2.
And that one was way less as secure as the other one, as we see 12 shots to 2, but those 2 shots are all they needed. It looks like NRG game 1 against Furia.
Oh, God.
Where shot 26 to 2, but they won 2-1 anyways. Yeah, they just need to find the back of the net, but Duluth is playing such great defense.
Yeah, and will that continue? I don't know. I don't imagine that Duluth is going to continue to get away with some of the saves that they are making. But hey, if it's working, there's no reason to change it. We're chilling. We're chilling. But yeah, Greyhounds and his team up 2-0. 1 game away from proving our prediction correct. And so far, there haven't been many goals in this series, Fusion, but that really has not been a problem. So we'll see what happens here.
Duluth.
Yeah, not a problem for Duluth, but a problem for Fargo.
It's been a problem for Fargo.
Yeah, it's been an absolute disaster for Fargo. Okay, that looks a little better. We're changing the strategy.
In the middle corner. Yeah. Spooky just walks the dog straight into the middle corner. And it's 1-0. Can they hold this lead this time? They were so suffocating last game, but they just let up two goals that they really should not have let up. So we can see if the defense can clean up as Spooky gets a last man 50 into the corner, straight out to Jack Knight. And I think he just answered my own question.
Yeah. Pretty much. Can the defense figure it out for Fargo? Well, spoiler alert, we watched the movie. No.
9 seconds later,
yeah,
we've gotten our answer.
Exactly. 4:47 to go. There's plenty of time left for either of these teams to take an advantage. Looking to make it theirs is Fargo, but not able to make that touch work out in the midfield. Nobody there to clean up the pass that was off the beat. Xvicsity, buddy, that is your own teammate. It's a good fake from Jack Knight around 2.
Almost
Spooky though.
3.
Sits on it. Jack Knight again on the outlet, trying to get the shot thick as stick. Maybe to the backboard. It is cut off by Steve-O. Greyhounds in midfield. Xvicsity, that's such a good first touch, though. He just gets it around Greyhounds. Now he's got his team somewhat some time and some possession here, and they put Jack Knight in kind of a bad spot. Good dunk from Spooky to the midfield. Greyhounds, Steve-O, not enough on it. How many times have we seen that where they're not putting shots on that are threatening enough to make this Duluth team actually work for save after save? I mean, Duluth has made some insane saves. We can't deny that, but they really have had many a times where the shot chance that comes out from Fargo is nowhere near going to go hard enough to get into the net. As if,
I just want to point out the pinch into the sidewall double attempt, and he almost hits it on net. That's just crazy in this Rising Star level, you know? I wouldn't expect it in the Premier level, let alone Rising Star. And I would have to assume that Fargo was just not ready for this amount of
pressure
level
Yeah.
and pressure coming out of this 1-7 team. Yes, it's a new roster, but you have to assume that they might have just come into this game a bit overconfident. You know?
Yeah. Definitely.
As they try to get it mid, Steve-O, can he finally put a good shot on? It is wide, and they still clear it out anyways. And there's just no good shots coming out from this Fargo team.
I mean,
And I want to see more of a series, you know? I don't
Yeah.
want to see just a 3-0 sweep.
I mean, we want to see
I
the
wanna see
prediction
Fargo
come true,
come
but
back, yeah.
yeah, we'd love to see Fargo make this a set. But I mean, it technically is right now. As I say that,
Oh,
Greyhounds
it's an own
inside post. Yeah, it'll be an own goal. 2-1 Duluth. They're looking to press their foot down and end this series right now. But hey, you know what? Look at it this
Obviously,
way.
you can't blame him.
Like, you can't blame him. He has to make the save. But I mean, this still is technically close. I mean, 2-1. Both games were close, but still, it's been won by Duluth both times so far. They're looking to make it 3 times, but Fargo still have plenty of time, plenty of a chance to come back in this series. But yeah, you have to think that they were not expecting the level of play that has come out from the Superiors team. Of just basically rebuilding the whole roster, getting a team on the field, and sometimes that's all you need. Open shot for Steve-O, blocked by the thickest stick. Man, that guy is really the thickest stick. Will not let anything past him or around him. And the defense for Duluth has been very good. Xfixity, great pass, but nobody's home. And you're knocking on the door again and again and again. And it continues to just be radio silence as Spooky will eat a demo. And a good clear down the field. Jack Knight is going to be able to stick with this. Minute and 40-ish seconds, Fusion, for Fargo to figure it out so far. They've left their college textbook at home.
Yeah, definitely. And, you know, there's some times where you just get outplayed and it's a 3-0 sweep. I don't think that's what's happening here. I think whatever Fargo is trying to do, it's just not working. They're playing very solid. It's just whatever can go wrong will go wrong in this series so far. A lot of own goals, a lot of just unlucky plays on defense, a lot of shots that should go in that just aren't. It's a very close series, but they need a goal in this last minute as Steve-O tries to break out of his own zone. Leaves it up for Spooky, who gets it by 1, but there's always just one guy back for this Duluth defense who is never letting any easy goal in except for the kickoff goal to happen 2 seconds in. But we don't talk about that one, okay? As Greyhounds gets a free look, but Xvicity just gets a free save. Or not a free save. It was a very good save. But they're trying to drop it down. This mid is open. Good shot from Steve-O, who ties the game with less than 30 seconds to go. And they've been looking for these plays all day, really. Just these drop down. And say what you will about the Duluth defense, they are leaving the midfield gap open for shots.
For sure.
The shots have not been good, but they are leaving open and clear chances for this Fargo team. They just need to start capitalizing.
And there have been some good opportunities. Yeah, definitely. A lot of moments where you feel that Fargo should have scored on many chances. Yes, Duluth leaving a lot of space open in the midfield. Good pass here as Steve-O will hit that one upfield. Greyhounds, a lot of time to work with here with the clock running down to 0. They get a good tip forward as Spooky will kill it down to the ground. And overtime it's going to take for Duluth to win this series. It's going to take a win in this game to continue the series for Fargo, as they have gotten it to overtime. They've done the work, you know. They've done the work to actually get to overtime. Now it's about actually making it mean something. 2-on-1. Xfixity last back, looking for the pinch. Jack Knight, that's a flick, though. That's the touch around him. Greyhounds will play back to the corner. Up the backboard.
Watch around the last.
Great
Jack
tip.
Knight, great touch.
Spooky.
Holy.
We'll collect here with a lot of boosts. Gets dunked by Greyhounds. That could have been the end of the series right there. Steve-O upfield. Who will be organized enough for Duluth to pick it up? It is Jack Knight. Fargo are all three here breathing down the mid boost. As that one's going to pinch back Greyhounds with some time. Going to probably grab this boost, but is challenged right away by Xfixity. Trying to keep the pressure for Fargo. Just get them to the game number 4. That's their goal right now. Oh!
Oh, great save from Greyhounds. Once again, he's made several of those this series already. That one might have been the best one yet. As Xfinity, we'll just call it that. X. Steve-O puts a shot on, but all three were back. As Steve-O's just waiting on the boost, I don't even mind it because they keep the pressure up, and he stays mid for a shot, but it's countered by Jack Knight, who misses the ball next. There's no follow. The thickest stick clears it to the corner to Greyhounds, who has very little boost, but gets it by the last, and Spooky is countering back. Is Steve-O back? Yes, 850s it out. And that kind of alleviates the pressure on the Fargo. Maybe trying to start some of their own, but is countered right back by Duluth. Both teams playing very cautious this last in this OT.
We'll see kind of how fortunes change. See who's able to kind of make that killing blow, that final win for their team. I don't imagine that this Fargo team will be ready to die yet here in a sweep, but I mean, Duluth have played up to the ability that, I mean, oh, it's not in. Oh, if you're Fargo, you are not happy about that one. Spooky maybe this
here,
time.
no. Steve-O once again puts it on. No. Oh my goodness. Again, several grade A chances to put this game away and send them into game 4, but they just cannot convert. This Duluth defense holding strong. They might get by 1, they might get by 2, and Spooky puts a shot on. Finally, it goes in, and we go to game 4.
That's all it takes. Just one midfield pass. As, yeah, I mean, they got a piece of it, but they didn't get enough of it. Gotta love Rocket League disconnect from the party. Love it. Absolutely gorgeous. But yeah, we'll see what happens here in the latter half of this. If Fargo's able to win this game number 4, how will their fortunes change as they kind of just work down the line of winning this series? Can they get to a 5th game, really?
I mean, surely. They've outshot, I believe, Duluth in every single game. They shot. I actually think they're outshot that game. But it's been a very close match each game, you know. Right now, I truly feel that this game is 50-50, you know.
After the long overtime, really?
Yeah. Because I don't think it will affect Duluth that much. I don't think a long OT like that will affect them. Might affect Spooky, who missed the clearance on the goal line, but they did not read it. As a quick counter, maybe for Duluth. Is going out. I like the wall dashes, but not sure how much it will affect the game. Last is demoed. And see Greyhounds maybe get around 1, get around 2, but everyone's back in time and no one stayed up. I really don't like seeing both players retreat back. It's very passive, you know. Especially when a player's taking a solo play. Just stick around. You know, you might get a lucky bounce, you might get something fortunate to happen that just gives you a free goal, you know. And when a solo play happens like that, you don't need to rotate back instantly because the chances that the other team are going to counter before you can rotate back is just very small. As we see Spooky try to get a 50 towards the mid. And all three players back on Duluth again to make the save. I think all three of them had that save there. And Stevo trying to get around two, but there's always a third back for Duluth. We need to realize this right now. What's working for this Fargo team is the midfield passes, patching them out, all in net, and then putting a good shot on. That's what's working for Fargo. Duluth seems to just be almost scoring off of the Fargo's mistakes, which is happening at consistent basis. So both teams have their winning condition as wifty, but no one's really able to capitalize as a strong 50 comes out for the Fargo team. Another strong 50, but no one's there. And it seems like another midfield bout where there's not going to be many goals, Dewey.
It feels like we're in overtime again. Like, nobody wants to make the one killing mistake that ruins your team's chances of winning the series. Bounces off the wall, game halfway done. Still plenty of time, though. Good pre-jump from Jack Knight, but the thickest stick is required to make the thickest of stops. Stevo with a shot chance, hits the bar. Spooky, can you hit the bar too? Oh, you betcha. Jack Knight with a dunk. It's going to bounce midfield. And again, Duluth just going to escape now with Fargo's shooting woes being the reason why the game is not 1-0 in favor of the Steelhawks. Is another catch cut out from Jack Knight. No boost, though, to follow up. I'll have to resort to the corner. Gets a double. Is the thickest stick shot chance. Big stop. As the thickest stick, he kind of gets a clear here and catches Fargo napping a little bit. They're a little bit too far up. Spooky trying to avoid the bump and does. To the sidewall we go. And out into the corner now, back into the Duluth end. I mean, how many chances are you going to get if you're Fargo? I mean, 1 minute and 30 left. You figure you got 3, maybe 4 good chances left, if that. And
well, it's going to be a 20-minute OT, so we're going to get a lot more chances.
That's your prediction? Yeah. All right, bet.
Yeah.
All right.
Sure hope it doesn't.
I love that. I love that.
Both these teams are playing right now. It doesn't seem like many chances are coming for either team. At least chances on net. We've seen a couple from Fargo that just sail over the bar like that. And I mean, if I'm Duluth, you have a chance to win it right here. Just go and take it, you know? Just go and take your chance. Go and take your solo play. Watch the mid pass. And the bump comes through, but Jack Knight is there. And see what you can do with zero boost. Likely to get bumped, but avoids it, but loses the ball. Ooh. Oh, this is a good chance.
Ooh.
But the thickest stick is ready for it. Stands tall on the goal line once again. The story of this game so far. Big mistake. It does not bounce favorably for Duluth as the third man gets demoed. And this might be an open net, but Jack Knight gets back in time.
Oh man. What is going on? It's end to end. It's like an NBA Christmas game. Dear God.
The intensity is just ramped up so much. Stevo can keep this up. Can he turn it around? No, he can't. Brings it to the corner. And we have another overtime. Neither of these teams want to score.
I mean,
please.
Yeah. Find the back of the net one time.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
There it is. Nope.
No.
Greyhounds on the outlet.
Great middle corner. Holy.
Reach out Musty. Yes. Let's do it.
Yes.
Just thick a stick back. Xfixity goes missing. Spooky to the corner. For Xfixity does miss it. Spooky towards the net. It is stopped by Jack Knight. He's got plenty of time and boost to work with. Pops it up midfield for somebody to deal with. Hello, anyone home? For the Fargo Steelhawks and the Duluth Superiors is a stick with a nice clear down the field. Demo from Greyhound. Spooky is on it. Does get a touch.
Great touch.
It's a good first touch, but Xfixity will have his help. Let's look for one more maybe, but ends up giving it right to Jack Knight. Spooky's awkward. Can Jack Knight read it? No, Xfixity's got a piece, and we're just under a minute here into overtime. And once again, staring down the barrel of probably 4 more minutes of gameplay, unless Greyhounds can win it right here. He can't.
It's around, it's a goal! And just like that, the Duluth have won it off a solo play from Greyhounds. I need to see a pop-off. I need to see a penguin dance, please. Please.
I don't think you're gonna get one, unfortunately.
Oh, no.
Rest in peace. But yeah, good win for Duluth. We predicted them in 5. Hey, you know what? They did it in 4.
With one shot again.
With 1 shot and 1 goal. Hey, 1 shot, 1 goal. That's all you need. That's where you're gonna score. And that's exactly what they did. But yeah, mark it up. This is it. Greyhounds, just the lone goal for his team. And Duluth is able to get the victory. And yeah, were we expecting this? When I told you the series, everything at the start of this, no, I don't think any one of us were expecting this.
Except for us.
Except for us, we predicted it, so. But yeah,
Einstein couldn't predict it, but we did.
we definitely did. We knew it was going to happen. We're geniuses. That's just, you know, that's how it goes. Not much we can do about it, but yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I had no idea what would end up happening here for this series. But the good news for Fargo, they play right again, right now in about 10 minutes, Susan. So they possibly get to, you know, fix the demons, I guess you could say, that just occurred.
Redeem themselves.
Good God, what in the blue hell was this series?
I think I'm their coach. I'm no. Who's their GM? Spooky?
Spooky, yeah, he's on the team, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, your hands are tied there on Fort.
If I were hypothetically their coach, I would tell them just to fix their shooting. You know, put shots.
Get in the training packs.
And not too high, not too low, just right. You know, that's all you need. I love the midfield passes. I love the bumps. And I truly feel like they are going to play a bit of an easier opponent in the Miracles. And things just did not turn out well for them this series. Obviously, they lost, but they could have easily won several of those matches, really all of those matches.
Yeah.
If they just hit their shots.
It's very clear. I mean, look at this game. Like, you know, 3. It's 2-2. I mean, we went into overtime. Game 1 was really close. They were 1-goal games. Game 2 was a 1-goal game. Like, I mean, it could have gone. If Fargo was able to hit a couple more shots, they definitely could have probably won this series. But they didn't. They missed. They didn't hit more shots. They missed more shots, and that ultimately was their demise. But yeah, all I gotta say about that series, Fusion, is we predicted it. We said it was gonna happen, and that's exactly what happened. But yeah, we gotta go to a short break, and now we're gonna hang out for just a bit, and yeah, shouldn't be too long. We'll have the next series in just a bit. Fargo gonna play their second one. They'll take on Minneapolis. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. Grab your popcorn. Hopefully Fargo can figure it out.
Won't you come over? Dying to know where you came from. We're breaking open. Feel like your future's just begun. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together. Just lead me into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world. Waiting for no one. We're headed straight up for the sun. They'll never notice. We'll take these cities on our own. And all I know is that we lost time. If we stay right here, we could free ourselves inside. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together. Just lead me into your world. We'll stay awake forever. We'll hide away where no one knows. Let's run away together on our own. Just lead me into your world.
I'm cold steel stainless. My glass half full. Always said don't suffer no fools. Serpents daydream. I bite, you call me lovely. Got a sweet tooth. Gonna get the sugar from you. When they say I'm a machine gun, I take it as a compliment. Honey, you should know I can be a weapon.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we got a plug to give you for just a second. Jerseys and new jerseys and tickets for Season 13 LAN are currently on sale. Those jersey sales close in 10 days. So you've got a little under 2 weeks to get your jersey before LAN. But yeah, you can get the bundle and you use the QR code on your screen. It'll take you directly to the ticket page that has everything you could possibly need. You can buy up to 8 at a time. You can buy a lot. You can get a lot of jerseys and a lot of beautiful chances. But with that, we have our second series, and I'm gonna send you guys over to AK Infusion Bleach to bring that to you. Good luck, gentlemen.
Hello, Fusion. I was watching that series. That was awesome, and we get to see Fargo again. Thankfully, I don't have any games today, so I get to show with you. I'm looking forward to casting with you, man.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to casting with you too. It's going to be a much closer series than last time. I don't think the Fargo Steelhawks played bad at all, and they just did not put their shots in. And for the Minneapolis Miracles, they're sitting at a perfect even 4-4. I'm not sure how they played yet already or no, not yet.
I don't know if it's going to be a case of the new rosters haunting the Fargo Steelhawks, but this Minneapolis team literally formed a few days ago. It's a completely brand new team. Literally everybody on the roster is brand new. So, I mean, yeah, it's Zom's coming down to Rising Star. I mean, we could talk about him during the games, but it's instantly I'm looking at this Minneapolis team to be. I mean, they had Carl's nuts, so he's no slouch in any way, shape, or form. But this team is spooky. After just losing in 4, it's not the greatest thing to go into. But for a team that is 7-1, I would hope that they can find it within themselves to recover.
Yeah, for sure. Fargo Steelhawks, especially Spooky, looked very good last series, and their bumps, their defense was a bit questionable, but their bumps, their midfield passes, and just their possession was spectacular. Easily could have won last series, but they're going into a completely new team. They've seen nothing on the Minneapolis Miracles yet. I know Zoms is a great player. I know Mao's a great player. I played against both of those players, but I still think the Fargo Steelhawks will take this series in 4.
In 4?
Yes.
So they instantly get back from losing in 4 to winning in 4. I like that. It's not bad. I can't choose against Minneapolis. I mean, I rate Zom so highly. So I mean, and then he has Maul on the team and Del Piccolo. It's a very well-rounded roster. I think this will be a dog day for the Fargo Steelhawks. I'm sure they will bounce back again. I mean, 7-1 record speaks for itself. While everybody else is making roster moves, they've been dominating the season. But give me Minneapolis in. I'll match you. Give me in 4. Why not? Make it commanding. But I'm looking forward to this. But I love that you called out Spooky Fusion in that first game. Like, he was playing so well. I was watching it on the sides. A player who I rate very, very highly in Rising Star for his salary range. He's so easy to play with, to play around, and he's so consistent all the time. As if any of these teams, either of these teams can play up to that level with any regard, this Fargo team, I mean, that is what they've been doing all season long. That is why they're 7-1. I am not surprised by that in any way, shape, or form. Last series was a dip. I mean, you gotta dust yourself off. How do you recover after a loss like that, Fusion? Like, what would you do, like, in your games? Whether it's, you're in Chicago now, right? Whether it was on the Bloomington Maulers, now Chicago Jungle. When you lose, how do you mentally regain, lock your teammates back in and go again?
Well, we never really had to play multiple series in a day, but end of the day, it just comes down to mental, You can't let it affect you too much. You can't let it affect the trust within the team. As a great bump comes out, but Dill Pickle is back. You can't just let it affect your gameplay, You played well. You played good enough to win that series. You can't just change how you're playing now after one loss, right?
Yeah.
As Steve-O,
It was a very close series. Yeah, I mean, you said it right. It was pretty much all one-goal games. Very, very big mistakes from the Seahawks. As long as they don't make those, I mean, another day they just win those. Zoms will put a shot on net. So far early in this game, it's just been both teams testing each other. Fargo maybe recovering a little bit, just getting their feet back from under them. And first series of this brand new Minneapolis team, we focused a little bit on the Seahawks because we just watched them and we were interested to see how they regained. Stu named the lobby Fargo. Okay, I can't say that out loud. I just remembered. But Zoms going for a shot on the backboard. Maul, who's been in Rising Star for a couple of seasons now, challenger champion. I think only one in the lobby, only MCS champion in the lobby, unless Steve-O has one from the ancient times that I don't know about. As Dill Pickles, I'm going for the upfield. Demo's not gonna come. That touch, very ballsy from Steve-O, but maintains control, decent 50, gives his teammates so much room. A shot is gonna come in though. Dill Pickle on, and Spooky can't get it out, and the Miracles will get it started.
Yeah, we saw very similar goals that Fargo scored last series, where it just pops out mid. There's no real challenge, but there's a guy in net, and they just slot it bottom left corner. And right now, it's not the start you're looking for if you're Fargo, but it's definitely the start for this new Minneapolis team as a double commit on the goal line. It's still belting in from the net. Zoms can't get by over, but still keeps possession, trying to keep possession, but it's going backwards, can't get around it. Steve-O tries to pass out mid, no one's really there. Double commit for Fargo. Leaves the defense a bit scrambled, but it is bouncing now into Minneapolis's corner, and they're starting to build that pressure that we saw so much last series. But I do feel like Minneapolis is handling it a bit better than Duluth did. Even though Duluth won, they are seeming to get out of their zone faster, much faster, really.
Yeah, this Minneapolis and beautiful infield pass by Spooky. I mean, it seems similar enough, my bad. But almost Steve-O ending up on the end of it. Close one, but yeah, you're right. I think this Minneapolis team very, very fast, especially on the counterattack, defense to offense. They're going to be lightning quick. So the Steelhawks will have to be on their game. Zombs will have that cover. Will take it. Don't listen to what I say. Ignore me.
Spooky, very long clear, catches the defense napping, and truly anywhere else in the net, Zoms has the save, except for the bottom left, or really any left side of the net. Zoms does not have, and just like that, it's a tie game. And this is where Fargo really thrives, is these low-scoring, contested games. And Steve-O 50s too. Does Spooky have a shot? He fakes it, but can't get it by the second diving player for the Minneapolis squad. As Zoms tries to take it up the wall, gets it around one, does not get bumped, looks for a flipper shot down to Dill Pickle, and it drops down to Mal, and Mal scores, giving them their lead again.
I mean, very good pressure from the Miracle. Dill Pickle, well done. After the first, just goes up the ball, follows it, plays it slow, has the awareness to see his teammate, and just puts it on his hood. And Mal, all he has to do is just slot it, and slot it he does. The lobby has died, I believe. Unless the lobby has straight up died. I'm watching the stream, but the lobby, I don't know. I've never seen this. I think Matt may have DC'd. I think that's what happened, probably, maybe. Hello.
I think
it is 2-1 Minneapolis. 55 seconds. We will get that started. We will admin menu that whenever we get the chance. We'll figure out what is happening. Anyway, Future, how was your day going?
I mean, it gives the Fargo a lot of time to come up with some kickoff play that they've been planning all season long. You know, maybe some tomfoolery last minute of the game, but no, obviously, very unexpected. You tell me what happened, Stewie.
am restarting the lobby, so you don't have to deal with match admin, Matt. And then we'll restart with, what was it, 52 seconds? 2-1, 55 seconds, sorry. 2-1 Minneapolis. I'll restart lab. Yeah, we will. I don't know if we can find out what happened. That was. I don't think I've ever seen that one.
Yeah, just make sure to put it 2-1 for Minneapolis at 55 seconds.
I am doing that. Matt, do you want to join the lobby? I don't know if you're in the lobby, but your stream died for me.
Oh.
Okay. I'll restart your Discord stream. Okay, 55 seconds. We're there. Fusion Bleach, we're back. Almost.
We're back.
Like
Just a
nothing
mid-game
happened.
timeout, that's all, you know?
Yeah, just giving the players a breather. They need it. Why not? It's a Thursday. It's a heavy day. Some of them may have lost just now. Alrighty.
And we're back and running on a... They just needed a map change, you know?
And it seems like everybody's ready. No kickoff shenanigans. Nobody's gonna cry. Perfect. Okay, we carry on, Fusion Bleach. We carry on.
Oh.
I'm sure we were in the middle of saying something, but you know that has been it's been ages now. We don't know what happened. But Minneapolis winning 40 seconds now on the clock. They just have to zone it in. But their offense has been good. Their challenge is very solid. Zoms with the upfield demos. Look at that, piling the pressure on. They'll pick excellent challenges now. The Fargo Steelers are stealing boosts from each other. Spooky, not the greatest touch. The follow-up is very good, though, from Xficity. Xficity. Yeah, I see why you were struggling with that name. But Zoms puts it on net. Almost big dive by Mal. Almost squeezed it in. 15 seconds, though. Minneapolis have committed a lot of resources here. If Fargo can get the ball upfield pretty quickly, they might have something. Big touch. Does Mal have anything? He does. So that's over. Spooky. Dilpical might have the shot. No. Spooky might own goal. No. But it is 0 seconds. The ball just has to touch the ground. Zoms knows that. He's going to play the wall, play it to the ground. Minneapolis take game one.
They definitely looked like the better team in that first 55 seconds of game one. Only 2 shots to their name. Very, very low scoring, I would say. Only 38 points out of Maul. I really think he needs to up those numbers. But Spooky, big save. I think he got 75 for that save. Which only would have put him on 10 points. But yeah.
He has 2.5 points the next highest guy in the lobby, so shout out him.
Shout out him.
I mean, that is, what is it? Fargo? Okay, I was going to say Fargo is like 4 games in a row, but this is only the 2nd game in a row they've lost. And you look at the other series also, because they took 1 game when they were down 2-0 and they lost that last one and then this one. So at some point, I mean, the pressure will have to... I mean, you gotta find a way around pressure. This is a LAN league. It's if you can't cope with losing on the day and recovering mentally and finding a way around it, you know, it might be chalk to LAN. Having said that, also, we all have bad days. Today might be a bad day for the Fargo Steelhawks. Tomorrow might be a better day. But this man on your screen right now, Zoms will be hoping that it will be a good day from the Minneapolis Miracles New Look team, getting started with very strong performance in their game one. I don't know if they played a series yet, or this is their first series. Regardless, they look so confident. And I think they might even get started with a kickoff goal. Good save. What a touch by... Who was that? Was that Stevo? That was a beautiful touch. Zoms gets it over 1. Xficity, what do you got? Has to use a lot of boost Maul to his own backboard. No second touch and bump coming out. Spooky midfield touch. Big booming clear from Del Pickle, giving his team time and space. And demo on the goal line. Some shot not in, but you can see the game plan from Minneapolis. Pressure. They know what each other are doing. They're calming each other so well. Zoms plays the shot as the demo was played, but the ball just comes back to him, says thank you very much. Unfortunately for Stevo, he just gets a little love tap on it to get it into the net.
Yeah, and that demo on the back end was super crucial. A little bit of an errant clear from Spooky just leaves the net wide open as Xfinity Gets it around 1 and the clear. He has free possession. Let's see what he does with this. Around Zombs, is it able to put in? Yes, Spooky, but that's all. Xvenit in
It's called X. It's okay.
Xvixity. That's all Xvixity right there.
Don't forget the Q though.
That's a great solo play from him. And just like that, we're back tied. And much more time than last time as Dill Pickle looks for a double there. That would have been crazy. Just a bit wide, but Mal looking for double, and the mechanics are coming out from the Minneapolis Miracles, but no goals have resulted from it. As Spooky looks for a 50, Xvixity looks to shoot, but it's out to Mal, who has a free shot but misses. Steve-O gets a free clear up the wall, but Zoms is ready, and it's all pressure Minneapolis.
Yeah, that was a beautiful infield pass by Del Pickle. Mal will want that back. But, I mean, that's very good that the Miracles are looking for each other. It means there's still confidence, and it's on the Steelhawks to respond in that solo play to get that first goal of this game. Is exactly what they need from their first rounder in Necessity. Now they just got to keep that pressure on. Don't let Minneapolis just pin you into your half. Don't let them take all of your boosts, which is exactly what they're doing right now. To the point where that back flip, I don't know how I feel about it, but thankfully no Minneapolis player is close enough to follow. Ball still bouncing in this blue half. It's just been in that half for 10 minutes, it feels like. Just wave after wave of Minneapolis pressure.
Finally a clear out, but Mal gets a great touch to the corner. That's the crazy read off the back wall. And Mal gets another great clear out. It's by all of them. Can they score? But no, Xvixity gets the save, but only for how much longer? It's all Minneapolis pressure the second game, but it's still only tied. It's still really anyone's game. Xvixity looking for the double, but Mal takes up sidewall to Dill Pickle out mid, but Zoms did not trust him to pass. Spooky out wide, but that's just an errant touch. It's unfollowable. Xvixity looking for a pinch, gets a huge pinch off the ceiling, but Mal is just there for an easy solo play. Or easy catch in the solo play. Full boost. Zoms looking for the sidewall skim. Would have been crazy if he hit it, but he still is able to follow. 2 people jumping on Fargo. And it's very dominant from the Miracles to skin.
Yeah, I mean, I was about to say, like, the midfield challenges and the timing on that touches from the Fargo Steelers has gotten better, but then in the last 30 seconds, they've gone back into their shell. And it's just Minneapolis just pushing through with every 50. That is a big clear. It's not in. Is there a follow-up, though? No. Spooky did not play the miss. I mean, why would you? Fair enough. Big shot, though, not on. Is there a follow-up? No, there's not. Steve-O only dive at that. Zoms, big dive, big miss. Dill Pickle has to be careful, goes missing, and Xvixity just plays his ball and squeezes it in. And Fargo will have their first lead of this series, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes. Yeah. And plays the miss there. It's a very tough read. Waterfall down. You don't know if it's going to go out, if it's going to go straight down, if it's just going to bounce straight out. It's a super hard read. And Minneapolis goes missing, and now kind of maybe looking for another one. Steve-O hits it just barely wide. It was a grade A chance from them. But you kind of see almost the opposite of what happened to the Fargo in the prior game, where Fargo had all the pressure, but they couldn't seem to finish their chances. But now, the second they get put under all the pressure, now they're finishing their chances. Now they're starting to win, and Xvixity takes it to the corner. Oh man, if I don't fail that 26 more times this series, I don't know. It's a real tongue twister of a name.
Yeah, I'm surprised you're still trying. I can't lie. I'm calling X from now on. I gave up.
That guy.
As that was sneak in, the net just left wide open after the challenge. Mal drops it down. Steve-O just says, okay, let me just shoot at that net, see what pops. Zoms, fake Charles, no one in the goal. And Minneapolis are now down 2 with 30 seconds after a game where, I mean, for a majority of this game, it's been all Minneapolis. At points of this game, I didn't even know if Fargo were going to get out of that half. But one goal, one almost beautiful passing play, and now their confidence seems to be back. Big bump play, gonna come out, Maul. He just hits him in the behind. Big pinch net though, mid-right. Doms is not close, just plays the sidewall. No one there for the pass yet. Big B, and even the challenges, Fusion, they're just faster now, it feels.
Open. And it's just open for Stevo. And that puts an end. Yeah, it just puts an end to the game too. Maybe Minneapolis was overcommitting a bit because they needed to, left the net wide open, but it's a huge bounce back game for the Fargo. They really needed it. If they went down 0-2 in the series after getting outplayed, it might have just been wraps, you know.
Yeah, I mean, especially off the tactical timeout that wasn't for anybody but everybody used. That's exactly what you want. Maybe that's exactly what they needed. I don't know. Maybe Fargo Silhawks called in a nuke on all of our games. I mean, even the shooting. I mean, maybe were we lying, Fusion Bleach? I feel like we watched a different game. How is Fargo out shooting the Minneapolis here? What am I looking at? I swear, for the first 3 minutes of the game, it was just.
I think a lot of their shots did not count as shots because they were off target.
They're just driving around the goal into the corners, back to the corner, back to the other corner. Yeah. But I mean, well done for Fargo for locking back in. Hopefully that's the start of many for them after the way that day has started. 1-1 tied. Let me go look if Minneapolis had played a prior game.
But yeah, I mean, Fargo bouncing back big, winning by multiple goals. Even if you discount that last goal for the Minneapolis full dive to try to tie things up, it was still a decent lead, you know. Maybe not as repeatable as you would like, but they held on. They played solid defense. They didn't give Minneapolis any clear chances. And sometimes that's all you need. All you need is to wait for your counters, wait for your cues to dive forward, wait for your odd man rushes, and you get so many high chance shots on net if you just wait for your chances. As Stevo goes for a double, hits it down, but not down enough. As Mal clears it to the side, Spooky trying to clear to the corner. Looking for some control, looking for a 50 on Dill Pickle, bounces out mid to Stevo. Minneapolis respecting the counter a lot more now as Zom's big 50. Could maybe put that on net, but maybe a mistouch from him coming out as it bounces into the corner. It seems the ball seems to love the Fargo corner, at least this game and last game so far. As Xfixity tries to hit it around, maybe to mid, but Spooky wasn't ready for the pass. He got by all three of Stevo. Very ambitious dive to the other team's backboard, I will say, as we see some bum plays come out of Fargo. And right now, Minneapolis looking to try to counter. And AK, how do you feel about this game so far?
I mean, the jump by Stevo was a little ambitious, but I mean, we saw the last game. I mean, maybe they're taking a page out of Duluth's book with the evil pre-jumps, and they just the have fun meta. Maybe that's what they were missing. As maybe a pre-jump here, nope, just a reset basic. See, if I would have pre-jumped there, but Zom's going for the double off the side. Well, we'll get it. Xfixity very awkward. I promised I'd call him X, but I forgot. As Maul, big demo on the goal line, big made one jump as well. Ball just stays in the corner. Big beats by Xfixity. Gives his team so much breathing room there, and they needed it. Zoms, what do you got? Can you drop this onto the net? He can. Xfixity again with a big touch, just showing up big for his team in the last 30 seconds with quite a few big plays. And the back and forth carries on, and I mean, if this is how this series is going to carry on, we will. Neither of us will be right. We will be going to 5. It will not end in 4.
Yeah, truly. And I just want to highlight Xfixity these past few games, really stepping up from what I've seen from him. I need to pronounce his name right, because if he keeps on playing like this, I'm sure he's going to watch the stream back as he puts one in, giving Fargo the lead. It comes from really a misplay from Zombs, trying to keep it close, but just far enough to where he can't get a 50 back onto the ball and just bouncing in front of net, leaving Fargo just a free shot on net.
I mean, for every misplay, there's somebody on the other end of it who's locked in and ready to take advantage. As a big shot comes in, big save again by that man. It's a big game for him. I mean, he's been stepping up last game as well, but this game especially, he is coming up big. Another challenge. Where did he even come from? Maul has to be careful here. We'll get a big touch. Because I like what I'm seeing from the Seahawks. They're confident. They're fast. They're I don't want to be basic, but just say they're more locked in. And although that weight was, I don't know what he was expecting there. He's always going to get challenged. Zoms, decent touch, but can't really follow it up. Oh, can he? AK, stop speaking. Infield pass, typical there. Xficity cuts it off. Low boost. What do you have? We'll just play the 50. Big plays. Big play after big play after big play, and his teammates are following up. A miss coming out. Spooky, can he have the top? No, puts it mid. Big booming clear. The Steelhawks will reset and try and go again. Zoms to the corner. Is there a follow-up? No, it's just too high in front of the goal. And Fargo able to clear for the moment. Decent touch by Xficity. Even after the demo, I mean, he just played that to perfection. The Minneapolis can't really do much with that ball. Just made him so awkward. And Fargo they're just more in tune. They're just following each other better. I remember you complaining about in that first series how it was just one man after one man after one man. There was no team plays. There was no follows. There was no second man. And this game and the last one especially, it's I thought they were teammates. My orange glasses are lying to me. But Zoms, does he have the double? He has no boost. Doesn't matter. City collects 100 boost. Takes it over 2. Big bump as well. Del Pickle is there to shut it down. Zoms spawns. Does he have more? He does. But Minneapolis is such a stretched. They're the ones looking a little more anxious, a little more awkward at every turn. Big fake. Joey's case miss. Zoms tries to take it over one. Doesn't have it. Big dive. And Xficity just turned up the speed a notch. He's just going for everything now.
Turning the speed up to 100 this Fargo Steelhawks. I called them the Farhawks. But this is truly how I expected a 7-1 Rising Star team to play. Just no big mistakes, no easy goals for the other team. As a weird bounce comes in, Zom misses the open net. That was their chance to tie this game up. And right now, we're 10 seconds left. There's still a chance, but Minneapolis goes missing, and they're just holding the midfield line so well, not giving them a chance. And it drops, giving Fargo a 2-1 lead in the series.
Minneapolis sent the house in the last 20 seconds, and it almost paid off. Zoms almost the beautiful shot, unfortunately just wide, and will be just enough as both teams have a grand total of 3 shots each. Can't say I've seen that one in a while. Very cagey game. Very solid play all around, especially that man. 500 points on the board, Xficity. I mean, we were talking about him all game, it felt like, because in every big moment that the Seahawks needed him, he was there. Whether it was an upfield challenge, a save, a defensive cut, he was there every single time. Which is not something we've seen. Definitely not in that first series. Definitely not in the first game. So maybe if he's stepping up. I mean, now you're looking on the other side. Minneapolis, who do you got? Who is going to step up? You're definitely looking at Molly, you're looking at Zoms. 2 people who can play to that level at all times, and Del Pickle is no slouch either. So, I mean, they need somebody to step up themselves.
I'd like to point out Zom's not running up and giving his team a speech. He wants this win so badly. I wonder what he's talking about right now. As the server goes down for maintenance, we'll have a lot more time to talk about what he wants from his team as we exit the main menu. Yeah, it's awesome. So we've had a server disconnect, a server down for maintenance.
I mean, Fusion, I feel like these days, like, are you really playing Rocket League if you don't black screen, if you don't get lobby died, are you really playing Rocket League?
Yeah, it's not the game I love.
It's already back up, says too. It's already back up. Players are already in, yeah. As they are joining the lobby. Wait. Oh, okay, never mind.
Okay, what does the Miracles need to change in this game 4 in order to send this to game 5?
I think Zoms There's somebody I'm going to mention time and time again, not because he's my friend, but because I believe in him as a player. I think him dropping down to Rising Star from Challenger is spooky for the rest of the league. Immediately, I'd put him in best player in the tier conversations. As X says, AK, stop talking about Zombs, talk about me for a second. Beautiful play off the kickoff, decent touch. No one challenging him in that midfield. Zombs a little late to that challenge, maybe expecting the team to go for him in the first place. But just pops it over him, bottom corner, 5 seconds in, and the Seahawks carry on the momentum. But going back to Zombs and the Miracles, they definitely need not kickoffs like that. They definitely need Zombs and Maul to step up. It's a very high sal team on the top end. Well, Dilpical rounding it out. So they need one of those high players to step up. But if Steve-O is feeling that confident making plays like that, I don't know if you're winning. It might just be the 7-1 Steelhawks have woken up, and that is it. A big touch by Zombs and a save to boot from Steve-O. Double commit, pretty much a triple commit coming out from the Miracles here. What can Steve-O do to take advantage? Slows it down all the way. I don't know if I'm a fan of that.
Not a fan
Miracles
of that.
in an awkward spot. Yeah, it's. You know, let's get some technical analysis. What would you do there as, you know, a player of your
speed it
caliber?
up. You just saw two people fly into your backboard. You do not want to slow it down when you have a 3-on-1. Very simply. As Zombs looks for a bump on Spooky, that is the right play, just wrong execution. As Mal takes a solo play, looking to take a 50 on Sivo. Can Dilpickle get around it? No, he tries to throw it out mid, but Zombs did not want to commit his last man. I would say very wisely, because if that gets around him, it's just a clear goal. Zombs looking for a B, and he gets another one. Wow, what a play from Zombs on 0 boost.
I mean, I for one did not expect him to just get a straight up beat out on this shot here. I thought he'd get challenged, but what a shot. What speed from Zombs. We said his name for a reason. Like, he knows he is the guy for this team to step up. The team needs him right now, if ever there was a time, to push this 2-5 at least, and then go from there. On the other end, though, we've seen this man pop off time and time again, looking for the dribble, looking for the pop. No, not going to come in. Steve-O, what do you got? As I think in the last minute alone, I think Miracles definitely have realized an infield pass will come out empty net to shoot out. What a save by Maul. Where did he come from? Where did he go? A double commit does not matter. The ball is just on net. Steve-O, be careful. Beautiful touch to himself. Dom's low boost, double commit coming out. Maul has to cover his teammates' blushes there, and does so excellently. And now it's both teams just play a dangerous game. Zombs 1-on-1. Maul trying to come back and help him out. Will not be there in time. And X will just bulldoze his way through Zombs.
I mean, Xvixity with 2 solo play goals this game alone. Over Zombs both time, I believe. He is truly popping off and showing that, hey, if you think Zombs is the best player, I'm right here. I'm standing right here on one of the best teams. Okay. Get my name into your. But Xvixity is playing truly well. Looking for a double here, does not connect, and it's going out the Dilpickle. Steve-O tries to get it clear, and Zombs trying to hold that midfield line. Gets over Spooky, but gets bumped on the way. Does not have the double. I truly believe he had the double if he does not get bumped there. And likely a goal. And a world-class goal at that. As Spooky, leave it for Spooky. Looking for a double. I didn't like that first touch. It was a bit too errant. But he can follow up here. Look for another solo play down low because someone's jumping high. Dilpickle trying to take a solo play, looking for a 50, but Xvixity just hard beats him on all the 50s. I mean, Xvixity, the big thing for me this series so far for him, that he did not do last series, was just the 50s. Every single 50 that he's taking is just crushing the other team.
Yeah, the challenge game has massively improved. I mean, for the Steelhawks as a whole, but yeah, especially Xvixity. His timing, his execution on every single challenge has been immaculate the last couple of games. And he just needs to carry that on, and his team will take this series. Dilpickle, what do you have for your team to push them forward? Not much. Zomb's very awkward here. Just pops it over Steve-O. Spooky will try and collect. No, it's X. Sorry. Gets a beat out on 1. Gets a double. Does he have more? Can he pass it mid? Maybe no. The Zombs will insta-turn, but doesn't matter. Molly, you in that? No. As that was just not the plays from the Miracles in that corner. Spooky, beautiful touch. Steve-O even better pounce.
Yeah, I don't like that turn from Zoms. Your teammate is right there already. You need to play his loss because you turning does nothing. It just beats two people, and Sivo had a free shot at the near post because Mal just could not get there in time. He already had one great save on Sivo this game, could not get another, and now it's a 2-goal lead for the Steelhawks, trying to up their record to 8-2 after their devastating loss to Superiors, being outplayed game 1. They have bounced back with a vengeance, and we might have all counted them out, but Mal tries the solo play over, it bounces off bar and out, and it's the clear only to Zombs, but gets 50 by Spooky, and Stevo trying to solo play. I think he gets the flip reset, doesn't matter, he looks to steal the boost, and Mal, does he stay on that? No, Spooky gets a clear to corner, and right now it looks like all Fargo as they try to get another one to secure the series win. As Zombs almost own goals, but Del Pickle's in such an awkward position. It's a free goal for Spooky.
Yeah,
I think that
looks so much more locked now. They feel so confident, so much more in control, and it's, I mean, wow. I mean, what plays again by that man X, and Spooky says, "Thank you very much. I will take that." And it's, I mean, that's at this point. I mean, would you, if you were a betting man, Fusion Bleach, would you bet on the Miracles to come back from this?
I would not, but they're trying to change the script, and it's a pinch off the bar, and that has to confirm it. There is no way they can get 3 goals in this amount of time, and Fargo winning their second series on stream after a big stumble on the first stream, losing to 1-7. Granted, it was a completely new team, bouncing back huge in this series. And just waiting for the ball to drop.
Lost him for 1-4. It's gone even for the day. I mean, that's sometimes if you're on a downtrend, that may be, that's exactly what you need. This is your floor. The days you're peaking, the days you're playing better, you'll be soaring to new heights. So shout out to the Steelhawks. It's not easy recovering like that. Immediately bouncing back-to-back stream games after a loss. So well played. Well played to the Miracles. Brand new team. I'm sure they'll get better. They have another game to go, so they need to dust themselves off exactly as the Steelhawks did. But what a game! What a game! As we can take a look at the schedule. I mean, we've only seen 2 games. There's 2 more to go, and we'll see another team we saw in that first matchup at the very end of the day. But first, Kansas City, Green Bay up next. That should be an exciting game. Green Bay, also a brand new team. Kansas City, also a brand new team. It's, Coop was me and Coop were talking the other night, and he made me aware of the fact that every single team, every single franchise in MCS has made a transaction this season, which is, yeah, it's only been a week, but wow. So brand new roster after brand new roster after brand new roster. I think the only existing rosters that we'll see on stream today is that Fargo Steelhawks team, and I believe the Moorhead Musketeers, who have not made a change either at the end of the day. But for now, again, shout out for the Steelhawks for taking a loss and then immediately bouncing back. Shout out Duluth, Minneapolis, losing their first years as a team. But up next, we will have somebody play. I don't remember already. I already forgot. That's fine. As we take a look at the highlights, I mean, some of the plays all around, especially from X. I mean, we talked about a lot of people. We talked Spooky up at the beginning. We talked Zoms up. I thought Zoms up quite a bit, and I don't think I gave enough flowers to X for the way he was playing. But well done to him, to that young man. Hopefully he carries on, and the Steelhawks keep soaring. But Fusion Bleach, I mean, you were giving a lot of good advice. So I mean, Rising Star players, if you're listening, we don't get Prem players, as we've lost one of the Prem players. And they don't have to the camera, but you don't get Prem players casting Rising Star much often. So listen, take notes. These guys hit the ball sometimes. Just listen to them. But I don't hear anything. If I should, I'm supposed to be. But it does look like I'm just chilling on stream. Yes, all right. Let me see the standings, Stewie. It's not up to date yet, but it's from last week. The Steelhawks. Here we go. I mean, Fusion said it. 8-2 now for the season, going 1-1 today after 5 successive wins. So well done to them. They continue their climb up the standings, trying to make up for the lackluster major. But a fantastic regular season from them. Duluth looking to bounce back from the bottom of the standings. I mean, they got started very well. I mean, they won one already today, so maybe they'll get a second one at the end of the day. Miracle's not bad at all. But all of Rising Sun pretty decently close. Except Duluth, which I mean, the way they were playing today, it's not gonna be long before they catch up with the rest of the pack. But shout out Rising Star, and I think we're ready to go to break, Maddie, unless you got something else. All right, but up next, as I said, New Look Kansas City team, New Look Green Bay team. I believe that Green Bay team now has 2 MCS champion Juxo and Nero to Tier Cup Capsals. So we'll see how that team plays out against the Major 1 champions, if I'm not mistaken. They did drop CT Flex, so does that really count? CT was the MVP, but we'll find out. We'll find out more about that and more after this very, very short break.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, last series was fun. I don't know. I would say Fargo was, they looked better than they did in the first set. Kind of fell apart in the first one. In this one, though, they played arguably a better team, but were able to play up to their potential and get some more goals, some more chances. So let's see if they can continue that through the rest of their season. But their week number 5 is over. Our week number 5 is almost done, as Spalty and I are going to bring you a set that, I don't know. This one's going to be hard for me to predict. Obviously, the champions of Major number 1, they made a roster move for some reason, and have not made it clear as to what their plan is. But you've got Kansas City taking on Green Bay. Kansas City won Major number 1, Spalty. They make a roster move. We don't know what their plan is. We don't know what they're doing. And you've got Green Bay, who make a couple of roster moves and are able to put together a pretty darn good roster.
Yeah, no, I we were talking about it a little bit before. In my opinion, a very questionable move on Kansas City's side. Doing incredibly well in the major, winning the whole thing. CT Nivlak just like putting in so much work the entire major, and then they drop him, and I'm not entirely sure what the idea behind that was. But on the other hand, this Juxo team, who had been performing really well outside of major, and then major came along and they tied every single match, which, by the way, is just insane. To not lose a single match, but still not make it through because you didn't win a match either.
It's unreal.
Just like,
yeah.
That is unreal. You don't see that, like, usually at all. Mm-hmm. So, crazy that happened to them. Obviously, that was kind of an eye-opener for them to be like, okay, well, we're not a bad team by any means, but we also obviously don't have what it takes to win the whole thing as of right now. So they made a change. They made actually a few changes. Juxo now going with Kilo and Nero. Nero being one that I know from CSA and other leagues. Very, very great guy. He's very solid at the video game. So we'll see if like Juxo and Nero kind of have that whole thing going on between them being the two high sals in the tier. And see if Kilo can kind of hold his weight as well.
Yeah, and obviously this new look Green Bay team, we'll see kind of what we get from them. But yeah, I don't know what the strategy is going to be here. I don't know what the strategy, frankly, for Kansas City was. We just showed the standings; they were on top of it. I guess they just feel they wanted to give a different roster a look. I don't know. I don't know what their whole thought process is, but I'm gonna throw it back over to us and do some predictions. Spalty, I have to know who you think is going to win this series. It wouldn't surprise me if you pick Kansas City, but I gotta know.
Yeah, dude, not gonna lie, because I think CT was such a big part of that team, it's gonna be hard for me to vote them to win this whole thing. I think, they won Major, but Green Bay, I think, has a very solid foundation for a team. I think Green Bay is gonna take this one 3-1. We're gonna go 3-1. I'm gonna jump on the same train. I don't know how I can back a team that drops the Major 1 MVP. I don't know how you can support that, but yeah, we'll see what we get from Green Bay. They made some moves to try and not give Juxo some help, but give a different look for their team. I don't feel like they played a bad Major number 1, but man, did 6 ties and not making it through hurt. That's something you're gonna want back for sure, because you could have used the extra points probably at the end of the season if things don't go well here through the latter couple of weeks. But Nambinze and Donald take on Kilo, Juxo, and Nero, and keep an eye on Nero and Juxo, both champions. Obviously Juxo won Challenger last season with you. And Nero won got second place in season 11 in Rising Star. So these guys are born winners. They know how to win games, and they're going to show it right here. Just an opening goal for Juxo off of this touch from Kilo. Yeah, really, really aggressive, and this is honestly completely what I expected out of this team. I expected a very aggressive nature, very offensive-oriented team. They have this whole 35 seconds from the beginning of this match, they have had possession of the ball. They have had pressure on the ball like the entire time, and they keep it going here too. As Donald trying to make a big clear out to Juxo though, waiting for it. Not quite the touch he wants, but Kilo able to get a good beat. And, you know, especially Kilo being that third man, all you really need to do is play very, very solid Rocket League. You don't need to do anything crazy. But Kilo with a beautiful pass middle to Nero, and this team looks so good so far.
Yeah. Good pass, drop down. Nero's just there, living in the area. It's a good finishing shot. And I was going to look. Juxo currently the #1 rated player in all of Rising Star. He's averaging over a goal, 1.5 goals per game. On just over 4 shots. Yeah. Absolutely going nuts. Yeah, reminds you of a certain somebody named Mr. Luigi. This looks to be his world, but yeah, what's crazy to me is Zay about the 10th ranked player in all of Rising Star rating wise. CT Nivlak was number 11, and they removed him off of the roster, and they decided to make some moves, but yeah, we'll see kind of how those things work now through the latter half of the season. I mean, CT had played 52 games, and some of the most games on this entire list of players I'm looking at. So overall, I mean, you look at Major 1 playoffs, I mean, Donald had a great major, but CT had a better one, averaged over a goal per game. And just, I mean, the goal participation is through the roof. Donald's goal participation only 55%. So you're gonna miss the participation that CT Nivlak was bringing to your roster. Now, do I think that they could definitely win the series? For sure. Anything is possible, but I really do think this Green Bay team is built to win, and you can see it already. I mean, opening 2 goals, we've been living in this blue half through the entire time. Another demo from Nero just to keep the pressure up. Juxo will eat a demo as Not Beans trying to return the favor. Game halfway done, Spalty, and we're nowhere near seeing Kansas City goal.
Yeah, no, I mean, I've seen very few, if any, shot opportunities that actually had a chance of scoring so far. And, you know, like you said, it's just been on this blue half, and they've had no chances, and maybe they could change maybe a few demos to slow the game down a little bit, slow the opponents down. Here's a shot opportunity, but Nero actually, on 0 boost, diving saved that one. And that was kind of the first opportunity we've kind of seen all game from this Kansas City team, but to no prevail as they still stay down 2 goals here. A minute 50 left on the clock. Nero just trying to keep the ball in. Juxo able to get a beat on 1 and control the ball. Beat on 2, leaving it for Kilo in the middle. Is going to put that one on target. And, I mean, this is just domination so far.
Yeah, we're living in this blue half, like I was saying. Donald gets to the ball. Zay gets caught out. And, obviously, Nero and Kilo, two players that don't have many games on the season so far. Juxo has plenty. And, I mean, goal participation for him way up there. But I don't feel like he's going to need to be this, you know, I guess you could say nuclear for his team. Feel like the cavalry's kind of arrived. Now he's got, you know, players that can make plays, and we're seeing that between Nero and Kilo. They're doing whatever they need to score goals, force out open opportunities. Really just extending the field is Green Bay, making things difficult for Kansas City to get any sort of stack on the ball. There's a nice save from Zay, but again, I mean, look at the top left. Donald's got 90. Zay just grabbed the corner. If Zay doesn't get that corner boost, I mean, we're likely living in this blue half for probably 40, 50 seconds longer towards the end of this game. I mean, Kansas City has a chance here, but they got to get one right away.
Absolutely, and, you know, we could talk all we want about Nero and Juxo, you know, being as good as they are, but Kilo has been putting in some work as well. Whether on the pass or being able to shoot, you know, Kilo having 7 shots, actually the most out of his team so far. Putting in quite a lot of work, still kind of points-wise staying with his 2 teammates despite being like around, what, 400 MMR lower than both of them in salary? Like, that is incredibly impressive from Kilo, and, you know, as long as he can kind of keep that up, this team is going to be very, very lethal. But 11 seconds on the clock here. not really any look still from Kansas City, not being maybe looking to make a pinch play, trying to get maybe one for the road, but Nero on 0 boost, which I've seen quite a few times. Nero not really on a lot of boost, but he doesn't really need to when he's still getting good 50s. He's getting good beats on the ball on 0 boost.
And looking at the salary for Kilo, obviously is somebody that flew under the radar. You look at the salary for him, there are subs with higher salary than Kilo. I don't know, just somebody maybe that could be improving as he's been playing with Juxo and Nero as of late. No idea, but definitely a big step up game. But you have to think this team, not a knock on Kilo or anything, Spalty, but this team is kind of a two-headed monster between Juxo and Nero, both very capable players that could likely be challenger level. Could move up a tier for sure, but I mean, so far, Kilo's been kind of the catalyst on the offense. I mean, look at the stats. That's 100% goal participation. He has assisted both goals, has 7 shots, and scored the other one. So, I mean, all you can ask from your salaried player that, I mean, they still got 10 salary to work with, but still, absolutely unreal play from him. You compare him to a lot of other teams that have rosters. I think Green Bay found a diamond in the rough there.
Absolutely, and I know they had a different plan originally. I know Onyx was one that they were looking to pick up, which would have also been an incredibly good pick at his original sal before the team decided it's probably a good idea to resell this guy. You know, rightfully so. I mean, Onyx has been improving a lot, so obviously with that resell, they had to kind of go a different route. And Kilo, like you said, being that diamond in the rough, a really good pick. I've known Kilo for quite a bit. He's done some collegiate stuff in Wisconsin. He has been a big part of a bunch of leagues, and has always been just like such a good guy and has always wanted to help. And so I've kind of known him, thankfully, because of that. And to see his improvement here is just so great to see. But I mean, a minute in, Juxo taking advantage of a great pass from Nero here, as all 3 blue players in the corner here. Not really able to do much.
You know, Spalt, you can have all the mechanics in the world, but experience is gonna win you series and win you games. Because you're gonna have that ability to say, I've already been here before. I've already played this series before. It's nothing new to me. You know, you're talking about Kilo being somebody that has competed before and has played before at whether it be this level, a higher level, who knows. The point is you've been there, done that already. As he makes a good save on the ball, it's going to be required to probably make another touch. Nero has got his back though. Juxo with a good clear down the field. A nice touch that just puts Zay in such an awkward spot. He has to collect this and work past one. He can't even do that. And, you know, you talk about experience. Well, it pays to have experience at pretty much every level. Sometimes it's almost the reason why certain players end up in certain situations team-wise versus others. It's a good demo from Nero. Or a good demo from Kilo, excuse me. Nero had the shot, but it is wide of the net. Good opportunity for Green Bay again, but they are currently keeping Kansas City off of the scoreboard, which didn't happen for major number 1. And I don't know what's going on for Kansas City here. Kilo eats a demo, not being looking to play interference for just a little bit, but again, halfway done. Kansas City nowhere near scoring a goal.
Yeah, I mean, nowhere near scoring a goal. They did have their one opportunity, and they might have one here as well as a pinch. A stray pinch will kind of come out here, not being, kind of staying upfield for that. As there's a double commit there as well. Juxo not back. Honestly, you know, besides that, they haven't looked too bad this game. They haven't had a lot of good shots, but they haven't lived in their half the whole game this time around, which is good improvement from them so far. They are looking like they could potentially take a game here, as compared to, you know, looking at that first game. We thought, no way are they taking a game, right? But they are looking a little bit better here. I think they're just warming up to each other, figuring out how to play around each other a little better, and also warming up to the fact that Juxo and Nero love to play fast. They love to speed the game up as much as they can. And so it's kind of a learning opportunity for them, and I think they are learning well so far.
It's a good touch across. This is good patience by not being, just letting Donald play up the field and do what he can do. There's a good challenge there from Nero. Into the midfield goes Zay off the backboard, as that one will end up going wide. Kilo decides to just leave it, and I don't know if I agree with that, but I don't hate it because he gives his teammates a free challenge and a free chance here down the field, and Not Beaten's gonna clear it to the side. Doesn't get enough on it though to actually gain the line. Good pass upfield. Nero though intercepts. It's an open net. Juxo got the bump, and Green Bay takes the lead right back.
Yeah, very heads-up play from Juxo there. Zay kind of getting a little ahead of himself, flipping upfield, which, I mean, realistically, one thing you're going to learn as you get better at the game is flipping around the field isn't something you should be doing as much when you have an opportunity to play the ball, right? Like, if you're way off the ball, like if you're transitioning to third man, sure, flip back, do whatever. But if you have a chance to go for that ball, you shouldn't be flipping. Because that just puts you out of position. You can't change direction while flipping. As I'm talking, another demo comes out here. Zay with a really kind of awkward play here, but Not Bean making it awkward enough for a shot to come out from Donald. Good heads-up play from them, keeping the game close this time around.
Minute 03, still some time left. You know, we definitely got opportunities on both sides, but Kansas City keeping this game close. Much better than the first game, where it didn't even feel like they had a lick of offense. Now in this game, it's far, far better, as lining up the double, I think, was Juxo. He's the only Octane player on the side of Green Bay, as he had the reset and almost the flip. Good first touch here. Does get around, lining up a double, and does skim the wheel of his car. Juxo was the only offensive player up the field. His teammates trying to scramble back. They do end up doing it, and Juxo ends up getting the clear. Kilo racing up the field, trying to get that corner boost, and does win the speed race. As the demo comes out, Juxo's shot goes wide. Donald has the clear. And again, we kind of just reset at this midfield line. Juxo maybe one more touch to the corner, but I don't foresee him gaining any sort of speed down the field as the ball is punted. And we will have overtime in the second game. If Green Bay wins it, could be the killing blow into Kansas City's chances of winning this set. Maybe Nero's the one to do it. Looking for a bump on Zay. Zay does a good job of avoiding it and sticks on the 50. Kilo gets dunked by Donald, or dunks Donald, excuse me. As Nero's just going to wait on the corner boost, mid boost, excuse me. 20 seconds into overtime. And a couple of chances for Green Bay early. They're looking to end this one and go up 2-0.
Yeah, absolutely, and that would be a very big win for them. But on the other side here, Zay needs to make that save or have a teammate follow up for him for them to have a good chance. I was gonna say, if they win this game, then that will definitely be good for both mental and just momentum going into the rest of the series. But going down 2-0 is going to be really, really rough there. Zay needed to make that save, and Nero, Juxo, Kilo looking very, very good. Nero with 642 points. I mean, absolutely dominating this game. 2 goals. I mean, he has no zeros across that board. 2 goals, 1 assist, 1 save, and 4 shots. Putting in a lot of work.
And looking at the series that did occur early on for this Green Bay team, it was a win for them. They beat Omaha in 4. And Omaha, obviously, with their new team of Doodle, Carlos Nuts, and Onyx. Green Bay won game number 1, 8-1. That is unbelievable from them. But yeah, we'll see what ends up happening here as they're looking to beat the Major 1 champs, but a injured Major number 1. Juxo right off the kickoff.
What happened there?
And I don't know if there was a controller disconnect or what went on that, but it's an opening goal for Green Bay as nothing's come to our attention, so I guess we play on. Okay.
That's how it is. If no one says pause, I mean, you just keep playing the game, right? And that's exactly what Green Bay is going to do here. They do have a shot on target from Kansas City, but Narrow's waiting back for that one. This is going to take maybe a 50. Actually does get a beat, but the ball's going to be a little too awkward, a little away from him to try to get that one mid. Kilo, though, getting a good beat there, not being able to get a good clear here as well. And Juxo, kind of a little error in the corner there. Narrow having to bail him out. Does well. Does actually get a double on that, but Donald able to cut that one off quickly. Little double commit out of Juxo, and Kilo does actually work out here as nobody from Kansas City is there. And Kilo with just not enough boost to be able to get that shot here. This Kansas City team remaining scoreless here in this game as a minute has winded down.
See what happens here for Juxo, looking to just, I guess you could say, keep pressure for his team. Not being with a reset off of his own backboard. Does end up just turning it to the side. A good touch from Zay, but doesn't get enough on it. Double commit required into this corner. We play on offense. If you're Green Bay, demo comes out from Nero, but no shot from Kilo came in just in time. Donald does go missing. Luckily, though, Zabe running interference on Juxo won't let him get to the ball in time. It ends up being Nero with a shot, and it ends up being a stop from not being Kansas City just eating demos at this point, but luckily the ball ain't in their half, so as I say that, it does make its way to their half, but they do get lucky, though, on the fact that the demos were not in a succession of a shot, as Kilo will pick the corner, and I don't know where this kid came from, but he's playing some big Rocket League.
Yeah, Kilo, like I said, I've known him. He is looking really good. He looks confident, and that's the big thing too, is I feel like if you're a little bit lower rank, you know, playing in these lobbies is a really, you have to have some confidence for it. And Kilo is playing with as much confidence as he can. He is not hesitating to go for that ball, and it is working out for him. He is hitting the ball well, he is shooting the ball well, he is positioning himself well enough for his team here to just kind of cook. And that is exactly what they're doing. Up 2-0 in both the series and this game here, as Juxo looking to use the very, you know, you would laugh if I said this, the very minimal amount of mechanics he has. As Kilo has kind of an open net here, does put it on, that's all he needs to do. Half the game gone, but 3 goals down as Zay not making another error there, missing the ball.
I mean, this is just complete and utter domination from this Green Bay team. They don't look... I mean, they don't look like a... They don't look like they're sweating much. Doesn't look like it's taking a lot out of them to win this series. Obviously, the last game was close, but this one, we're back to what we were doing in game number 1, where just domination. We'll see what Kansas City can muster up here. It was kind of awkward. Maybe a chance for Zay, but again, not being in him, both no boost to work with, and you just can't get a clean shot. Kilo wins the dunk into the corner, fires off the corner. Running interference for Green Bay was Juxo. He just sprints upfield, and they just send him like a hound dog directly to the net. Nobody jumps for Kansas City. It is 4-0. I mean, this is not even like, they're making it look like Kansas City doesn't even have hands.
Yeah, Kilo with just about 500 points in this game so far. Does actually get demoed there, but yeah, just not enough pressure from this opposing team here. As Kansas City team not getting the demos now, but not really making the plays regardless. As they're about to get scored on again. Kilo dropping 600 points, 4 goals. Doing just absolutely everything he needs to do here. And that is actually a crazy goal, I will not lie.
You can call that luck, you can call that whatever you want, but it pings off of the corner or off of the crossbar, excuse me, and goes right off of Kilo Skarn. And then he's got 4 of his team's 5 goals. They're looking to maybe get him 5, but up goes Nero to the backboard. Kilo is here to put this one away, you bet. He is. He's got 5. Goodness. He's 5 for 6. As I think the record's possibly 7. It might be 6, but I'm pretty sure it's 7. I don't remember. But yeah, Green Bay's got 6, and Kilo has got 5 of them. Looking to write his name in the history books. But man, if you're Green Bay, I guess you could say you keep going, but if you're Kansas City, how do you recover from this? I mean, this is just decimation. You just got to look at the next series and say, man, Green Bay couldn't do anything wrong. We couldn't do anything right. We'll just leave it at that.
Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where, you know, and I was going to mention this. I feel like Zay, who I believe, they got Zay over CT Nivlak, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Zay, I don't think he's that bad of a player at all. I think he is very capable. I think he's good. I think the issue is his play style and kind of where he is in this tier. I kind of feel like I'm the same way when it comes to if I wanted to play Rising Star, I don't feel like I would perform that well. Simply because I feel like I play around my teammates really well, and if I'm taking up as much salary as I would as a high sal on the team, I don't think it would work out that well. I think Zay is kind of the same way. I feel like Zay can support his team really, really well, but he can't pop off and do things that a high sal needs to do. And yeah, I mean, just a 7th goal comes out here. Kilo, 800 points, Juxo Narrow falling behind with 5 and 400. I mean, there's not much you can do if you're Kansas City at this point.
Yeah. Doing everything they can to possibly get a goal on the board, but every time it has been denied by Green Bay. Double pre-jump from Green Bay. They want all the goals. They put up 8 in their first game, in their first series. Looking to do the same thing as Not Bean will get one, and we have a Brazil in the final game of the 3rd series of the night. Well, this is a quick one. And, yeah, GG's. KC, I give it their best shot, but they ran into a buzzsaw if you are the Green Bay Knights. I mean, they specifically just don't care anymore. 7-2. Not Bean will get a second off the kickoff, but these guys are just addicted to scoring goals.
I think Juxo didn't want to... I don't know why he wouldn't want the Brazil.
I don't think he wanted the Brazil. Boo!
I think very interesting here, but regardless, very good performance out of Green Bay. If you're Kansas City, you know, this is a good series to replay review. This is a good one to look over. See why did you get destroyed so badly? What happened? Was it you making more mistakes than the opposing team? Or was it the opposing team just playing that well? Like, what was it? And so you kind of got to look through that. Like I said, great one to look through here. 3 games, plenty to look through. Had their close game that game too. So regardless, they do get 3-0. Really rough from them, but plenty of weeks left to play. Another major to play. I don't remember how many points, but there are more points in Major 2 than Major 1, aren't there?
Yeah, so far more. Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot more opportunities in that second major. But yeah, I mean, major number 1, we talked about the amount of points that Green Bay got. They were at 9th place. They were 7-1 on the season. I mean, they're winners of 5 straight, just like Fargo, but they got 0 in the first major. You think if they got any points in the first major, they would, if they got 10 points in the first major, they would be in 5th place, which is the difference between making land and not making land, because top 8 goes and they're in 9th. So I mean, you can just see how important, but I mean, this is an utter just destruction from this Green Bay team. I mean, they just took apart Kansas City. Kansas City did not have much rebuttal, but and you know, you have to think, like, you know, what could have been different for this KC team. I think if they started off the first game, if they scored in the first game, if they scored even maybe once or twice, who knows, they might have done some damage maybe, but overall, yeah, it was good eats if you are the Green Bay Knights. I mean, they were cooking. Absolutely cooking in this first game. I mean, look at the first 2 goals. Absolutely gorgeous. Just gorgeous plays that are hard to stop, and you can't not give them credit for it.
Yeah, absolutely. It played very, very well. They look like this wasn't even their first time playing together. It looks like they've been playing for a while together. With the passes that they were doing, the demo plays were really well oriented. So I mean, just really good from them. Regardless, we got one more match tonight. Duluth versus Moorhead, and I actually don't know much about either of these teams. I know Duluth kind of blew up and
new roster. They won tonight.
Rebuilt themselves.
Yep, they beat Fargo. Moorhead, obviously, we did not make a move. Stayed the same. So the guys are going to come into this and hopefully play well. Have been playing well as of late. They're in third place right now. Winners of the last three. They got third through fourth in the second and the first major. So they've been having a good season so far. Small team. Both teams are. I mean, Duluth has a good opportunity to kind of just start digging their way out of the hole that was created by the previous roster. But yeah, I mean, not much else to say other than Green Bay. I wouldn't even say a two-headed monster. You can't. You have to say a three-headed monster. My goodness, were they good. But yeah. Up next, we got Duluth taking on Moorhead, and yeah, it's gonna be a fun one. Pink versus blue. We'll see what happens. I have no idea who's gonna win. I hope my team wins, but I wouldn't be surprised if Duluth figures it out. But yeah, we'll see what happens.
I mean, the win against Fargo is a good one too. Fargo's not that bad of a team from Duluth, so we'll see what happens there, and we'll have J-Bay and Swit on the cast. That will be it for me today. We'll see if I do a few casts maybe on Saturday.
Ooh.
But regardless.
Yes.
Yeah, no, I moved into a new house. I've been working on it and fixing it up, and I finally have a little bit of time. I unfortunately wasn't able to play last week's matches. I had to have Jose sub for me for both of them, and we did lose both of them, which is a little disappointing. But it's disappointing, but there's not much we can really do about that, you know. But we just got to move forward, keep going, and we'll see if these other teams can keep moving forward after their changes, and we'll see what happens, man. That's all I got.
That's all I got too. Stick around. Next series up after the break.
Running around like dollars in the wind, bending over backwards just to let you in. Yeah. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. But you were calling me a liar, 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 liar. Yeah, I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and now and now and now and never. I was putting in the I'm sick of fighting the things that you said. I don't wanna burn all our bridges ahead. I'm tired of going to bed when you left me on red just to turn up the noise in my head. I told you that one day ain't never enough. You tell me I hate you, I still call you up. If we don't got trust, we can never have love. I was putting in the hours, I was. You were calling me a liar, 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 liar. Yeah, I've been putting in the hours, I was. And it's coming down to now and now and now and now and never. I was putting in the
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We are back with some more Rising Star action here. I am joined by my fellow Brainerd Victory teammate, Swit. Swit, how are you doing tonight?
I'm good. I'm hyped to be here. I'm hyped for the last game today.
Gotcha. Yeah, we have a match between the Duluth Superiors and the Moorhead Musketeers. Quite different story for both these teams. Duluth coming off a huge win, actually, earlier today against Fargo on stream. And now at a 2-7 record, but a season far from over, and this team just formed recently. It's Jack Knight Love Greyhounds in the thickest stick. Moorhead on the other side, doing quite well themselves. This is a team that has been together since draft, one of the very last few teams to be sticking together post-draft. And that's a team of Highlands, Gunbro, Electric Step, and Creed. Very solid roster all around, Swit.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams are insane, and this transfer window has been insane. I mean, every team is shuffling. I believe there's only 3 Rising Star teams that haven't made a change. And that just speaks to how high the salary cap, how high some of these players have gotten, and how much better everyone's gotten. But this Moorhead team, you know, I'll leak a little bit. Me and JB just scrimmed them. We warmed them up, and they were looking nasty. I'm not going to lie. Absolutely.
Gunbro, as we know, is a very physical player paired with Thailand's mechanical prowess, as well as oh my gosh, these games are cracking me up. As well as the third, whether it be Creed or Electric Step, this is like very close to a 4-man roster. It just completes that team very well.
Yeah, for sure. I mean,
yeah, with that, I think we should get into some predictions here. I mean, like I was saying about Moorhead, it's just a team that I have nothing but great things to say about. That's a team that, I mean, they beat my team personally. So I got to go with Moorhead, and I think they're going to win in 4 games.
Not to be the guy, but I'm also going to go with Moorhead. I like my chances with Gumbro. I like how he played this season so far, and I like how they did in the major. And, you know, I'm going to take Moorhead in 3. I think it's going to be a sweep. I think it's going to be 3 fast games, and I think they're going to take it.
Gotcha. As we are getting right on into it. So, we got the thickest stick in the air, trying to put it on. Gunbro saves it out. Gunbro looking to get a 50 on Love Greyhounds. Love Greyhounds full boost, cannot quite get the toucher. Gunbro on the pass from Electric's up, cannot quite. Jack Knight down to Thailand's. Thailand's putting him mid. The thickest stick is up, beats him out. Seeing some even pressure here from the start. Love Greyhounds puts him mid. Ty on the ball there. And Swit, you know, it's game 1's always like the feeler game. Teams are starting out a little bit nervous, so that's kind of what I'm expecting here, just to see these two teams like, you know, feel each other out and just like slowly work into their play styles.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, game 1 can honestly go either way. It's sometimes a coin flip, sometimes it's chaos. We'll see what ends up happening here, but Gunbro is going to fake this one. Going to try to fake out Jack Knight's not going to go. Thailand's with the 50. Greyhounds is going to collect this one. Low boost to work with. Trying to get a past Electric Step, which he's not able to do. Take a stick. Is going to bend this one to the right. That's not exactly the best touch, but it's over to Jack Knight. Gumbro's a little awkward. Take a stick back upfield. Only one defender left for Moorhead. Jack Knight trying to do something. Electric Step is there. Gets a bane out. And so far, JB, we've seen pressure from both these teams.
We sure have. As I know in Duluth's game 1 against Fargo, it was kind of a similar situation where they didn't score until like the last minute or so of this game. So we're looking at a similar situation here as they're looking to figure out their play styles once again, as Gunbro has it up the wall. Looking to take some control, is met by Love Greyhounds up. Tries to beat him out, can't quite. Love Greyhounds looking for a bump. Jack Knight gets the beat out, and this is Duluth's chance here as Electric Step's a little bit awkward, and that is just in. Jack Knight, weight room off the 50-50, and Duluth goes up by 1.
I mean, that was just a beautiful play coming from Duluth. We saw Greyhounds headhunting. He just takes a 50 right on Electric Step. He's awkward, right in front of the goal line, and that's how Duluth's going to go 1 up about halfway through the game.
Yeah, I'm eager to see how Moorhead's going to respond here. I'm looking to see some more physicality, specifically out of Gunbro. I know that man likes to demo a lot, as the thickest stick is up off the ceiling. Gets a touch, a little bit awkward on their half, as Gunbro looking to take advantage. Is met by Love Greyhounds. As Duluth found on the defensive half quite early here. Thailand's is up with some boost. Tries to get a mid to Gunbro. Gunbro with a shot, 50'd out. Quite an opportunity there for Moorhead as they came. An Electric Step on the follow-up. Beautiful closeout from him as Moorhead equalizes.
That was a great pass coming in from Gumbro over to Thailand's, over to Electric Step. Thickest stick couldn't quite get it. Moorhead ties it up. 3 minutes remaining. And so far, both these teams are looking pretty deadly.
Yeah, Duluth caught with very little boost on their defensive half as Electric Step on the cheat has a shot, and just like that, Moorhead up by 1. Beautiful kickoff from Thailand's here.
Yeah, beautiful kickoff. I mean, Moorhead goes on a 2-little run. I mean, that's how momentum shifts here, especially in the game 1 where it can honestly go either way. Moorhead's starting out pretty strong here.
Yeah, game 1, very, very important as both these teams are starting to figure each other out. Jack Knight on the fake cheat. Thailand cannot quite put another one on for Moorhead as they're desperate to get this insurance goal. Love Greyhounds with the slow play. Takes it up in the air, is met by Gunbro. Gunbro plays it off to the side. Gunbro's got it. Pass 2 for Duluth. Jack Knight last back, gets a touch. Try to bring it out mid for some offense for Duluth. Thailand's beats him on that 50 though. As Electric Step working on getting this ball mid. Gunbro on the follow. Nobody back for Duluth. Is anybody there for Moorhead? Not quite. As this is still awkward for Duluth. Thailand's trying to get a shot off. Gets the fake low. It's so awkward for Duluth, and that is it for Electric Step. Finishing once again for Moorhead, and they get that insurance goal.
I mean, hat trick coming in game number 1 for Electric Step. Great passes coming in from Thailand. I believe that's his 3rd assist of the game. And this Moorhead, I mean, their second man follow-ups are just insane. They're dusting Duluth to the ball every time. It's 3-1. About half a game left. And I mean, they're just looking dominant when they're on the offensive half. This could be a kickoff goal early. Jack Knight's trying to get a shot. Thailand's with a great save. And JB, what do you think Duluth can change here?
I just think overall, like, confidence. I mean, specifically, Love Greyhounds, very mechanical player. I would love to see some, like, mechanical prowess out of him. He's, when he has space, he can be very deadly on the ball. So I just think giving him some opportunities, and Jack Knight as well, very confident on the ball. Just this very solid Duluth roster just needs, like, you know, that speed and confidence just to really adjust here. As Love Greyhounds gets the beat onto Thailand's Gunbro, banging it over to Electric Step. As gets the 50 out, Jack Knight, this is on, Thailand's on the save. So we're approaching a minute and a half left on the clock. Moorhead still hanging on to that insurance goal as Thickest Stick beats him out. Electric Step low boost back. It's the 50. Jack Knight there for a follow-up. Ball is awkward in the Moorhead corner as Thailand's gets the bang out to relieve that pressure. And Moorhead, not to speak too soon, but is looking good for this game 1 victory sweat.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both these teams are looking good, but Moorhead's just had the offensive pressure since about the halfway point. That's a miss, though. This could be an offensive opportunity. Grant's trying to get past the ball. But yeah, I mean, this Moorhead team, they've looked deadly. I mean, their shot accuracy, their second man follow-ups. I mean, they just boom the ball back in every time, like just like there. Gets cleared, and Moorhead just bangs it back in. They're right back on offense. And I mean, this team is just looking deadly. I mean, they're looking like a top Rising Star team. And I believe, quote me if I'm wrong, if they win both their matches tonight, they jump up to first place. Is that true?
I believe that is true, if I'm not mistaken. I think it depends on how many points Kansas City has, but yeah, Moorhead been very impressive this season thus far as Highlands gets the bump onto that first man there. Love Greyhounds on the turn. Awkward back for Moorhead, but they get the save as Electric Step dangerous 50. Anybody back for Duluth? Love Greyhounds has to get the save, but Duluth just caught on the defensive half way too much here. They need to get some goals on the board. Jack Knight with the control, and he does! Within 1, this is winnable for Duluth all of a sudden.
Yeah, Jack Knight, I mean, he just plays off the Gunbro miss perfectly, gets one touch, and then gets it right past Electric Step. That's a great style of play coming in from Jack Knight. And I mean, they got 16 seconds. If they get a little quick goal here, it could be headed to overtime. Yeah,
you are right about that. As they go for the hard sheet, can't quite get it. Electric Step does have a free net, and just like that, Moorhead gets that insurance goal back.
Yeah, just as it happened, just as it's gone. Greyhounds, a little unfortunate whiff there. Electric Step will just dribble that one basically right in. I mean, Moorhead should be taking this game 1. And I mean, they got a lot of things they did right in this game, in my opinion.
Yeah, that's for sure. Electric Step with his 4th goal of that game. And I mean, you got to give credit to Thailand's and Gunbro. They are doing a stellar job enabling that finish. It's not all Electric Step, it's the whole team as a unit playing with this effort. As Thailand's gets one on the board, we finally see a name other than Electric Step. A little bit of a garbage time goal, but this will seal the game for Moorhead.
Yeah, I mean, 2-5, absolute dominant win in game number 1 for Moorhead. But as I was saying earlier, game 1's often a mix-up. Anyone can normally win game 1, and I know Duluth can bounce back. I know this team has the potential. I know they can bounce back. They don't got to worry.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we just saw Duluth beat a previously 7-1 team on stream, so we know they have what it takes. And we know that those players are very good individuals. So that's why I'm looking for it to be a good series for sure.
Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, this Duluth team, I mean, it's quote-unquote one of the super teams of Rising Star. It just got assembled about a week ago. This is their second week of matches, I know. I mean, overall, their performance has been pretty good. I mean, game 1 here, and this series wasn't quite the best. I know they can bounce back. I know they have the potential. And I mean, if you just look at the cams, I just want to shout this out. We got a penguin suit, and we got like a Fanta hat. So, I mean, they're locked in. They got the spirit. They just got to get the gameplay down.
Yeah, vibes are crucial, especially in Rising Star, to really carry you through the season. So, yeah, shout out to that penguin suit. That is awesome. You'd love to see it. We need Love Greyhounds to have some drip. He's the only one that doesn't really have anything special on. Get him a cool hat or something.
Next week.
Maybe next week. We are jumping right into game 2 here. Love Greyhound's going to meet Thailand's on the kickoff. Harchi coming out from the thickest stick. Doesn't quite pay off, though. Gunbro on the 50. Moorhead on offense early here. Gunbro looking for the flick. Doesn't have any boost. Is banged out by Greyhounds. As that's an awkward 50 towards the Moorhead net. Is Greyhounds going to have the read? No, not quite. Clears it out, in fact. As Thailand opting for the slow player. Trying to get it around Jack Knight. Can't quite. As Love Greyhounds opting for the slow play. Gets it around 1. Tries to get it around another. Is demoed for his efforts. Thailand gets it over 1 here. And yeah, just very eager to see how Duluth is going to respond here. As they're stuck on the defensive half now. And Love Greyhounds with the 50. Thailand's a little awkward. Low boost. Does get a good clear out, though. And the thickest step booming it right back. We're seeing a lot of boomer ball this early game 2, Sweat.
Yeah, I mean, this game 2, I mean, it's been boomer ball, as you said. It's been pure chaos. But right there's a little double commit into a boom, into another boom. Yeah, they're playing boomer ball. It's a great pass from Gunbro. Unfortunately, no one's there for Moorhead. Greyhounds is going to collect this one. Third man is diving for Moorhead. Jack Knight beats him out, trying to get over electric step, which he does. This goes backward over to Gunbro. Pops this one up. Tries to set up a little solo play past the thickest stick. Greyhound's last one, popping this one up. Let's see what he can do with this one. He gets one towards the corner. Can't quite follow it up. Thailand's is there. He whiffs. Jack Knight, potential shot coming in right over Gunbro. But it's just off. Duluth just cannot hit these shots.
Yeah, I know Jack Knight wants that one back for sure. That was their chances. They're looking for another. Jack Knight on the turn. Can't quite. He gets 50'd out. Duluth really desperate for a goal here. They know that they need a lead here. As cleared up by Moorhead. Gunbro on the counterattack. Saved out by Love Greyhounds, but it's still awkward. Cleared out in the corner. Thailand's looking to bring it back mid, but not on quite the same page as Electric Step there as Jack Knight on the control. Thickest stick is up. Jack Knight takes another touch. Clears it out into the corner. Love Greyhounds. It's going to go straight down. And now we're seeing some offensive pressure on the side of both teams here.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, both these teams have had their chances to lose. This has definitely looked more like their game. That's a flipper set. Wait a second. Greyhounds gets a shot. Denied by Thailand's. That was almost a peak shot. Well, back to what I was saying. Moorhead absolutely dominated the offensive pressure. Wait, hold on. All right, every time I say something, they want to get a shot on. That's one right there, denied by Thailand's. But yeah, Moorhead last game, they had all the offensive pressure in the world. This game, it's looked a lot more like Duluth. They got a lot better follow-ups. They got better clears into offense. Thailand's is going to take this one. Gets one to the backboard. Thick stick is there to deny it. Electric Step has to go back. 0 boost, but he dies on this one. Gets a pass 1. Greyhounds is going to get a touch, but it's over to Jack Knight. Beats out 1. Thailand's last back is going to dive this one. This could be bad for Duluth. Gunbro's up, trying to get a redirect. Trying to get back to Thailand's, which he does. Just off target, denied by Jack Knight.
Man, yeah, both these teams having some really good offensive opportunities. I've seen a little bit more out of Duluth. It's only a matter of time before one of these teams scores. As Love Greyhounds is up, beats Thailand's up, gets it, tries to get over him. It's off the backboard. Nobody there for Moorhead, and Jack Knight, little too close to call right away, but he gets it in off the follow from Greyhounds. And that is another game lead for Duluth. We'll see if they can hold on to it this time around.
Yeah, that was just a great beat coming in from Greyhounds. Jack Knight with kind of an open net, let's be honest, but this great play by Greyhounds. I mean, Duluth's up, there's 2 minutes remaining. I mean, they could definitely hold on to the lead, but hold on. Try to get a this could be another goal for Duluth. Hold on, thickest stick. Try to get this one. Never mind, it's just in. Basically off the kickoff.
Just in. As Electric Step tries to get a cheat goal here, and the thickest stick just clean beats, and it just rolls bottom left corner, about as close as you can get before it rolls out. And Duluth gets that insurance goal that I know they feel good about with just under 2 minutes left in this game. As this kickoff's going to go to the thickest stick. He gets it over 1. Thailand's plays in middle. It's a little bit dangerous, but Jack Knight a little late to the ball there. As it's going to be now awkward on the side of Duluth. Gunbro. Huge bang out from Greyhounds there as Jack Knight is there on the follow. Stick trying to get him mid here as Greyhound's there for the shot. It's 50'd out, but it's still dangerous for Moorhead. He tries to pass it back. Jack Knight too deep to follow this up, though, as it's a huge demo to relieve the pressure that Moorhead was about to have on that counterattack there. As Highlands gets the 50, it's a little dangerous, but Greyhounds with that clear again. And the counterattack, is it open? Not quite. Man, that would have been huge for Duluth if they could have gotten that third goal there. As specifically from Greyhounds, he's been particularly impressive for me this game.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, he definitely flipped a switch. He definitely did something different because compared to last game, this man's been absolutely balling on the offensive half. I mean, both of his goals were finally set up by him. And we've just seen Duluth. I mean, ever since that happened, they've been basically dominating possession all of this game. I mean, Moorhead's just stuck on zero boost, stuck on their defensive half. They haven't been able to do much. There's a great beat by Jack Knight. Electric steps last back. He gets stunk by Jack Knight. It's going to be another goal for Duluth. Jack Knight can follow it. Thick as Sick was there for support, and it's a 3-0 lead by Duluth.
And that is a hat trick for Jack Knight, as he sets himself up here nicely in the corner. And yeah, the thickest stick, like you said, he is right there. So that's just inevitable for Duluth, and they are looking to run away with the second game after a really good response after game one. As that is a good kickoff in the favor of Duluth. Love Greyhounds demoed for his efforts on the cheat, though. Jack Knight back for the save. So now it's a little awkward for Duluth, and Thailand's right back gets a counterattack goal to try to keep the momentum in their favor. It's still plenty of time left on the clock for them to come back here, but that's the momentum shift that they needed there.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely great shot coming in from Thailand's. Great placement. Great all of that. I mean, it's 3-1. They could get a chance if they get a quick goal here. We'll see what ends up happening. It's not looking too good, though. They can stick bangs this one out. Gumber has to get a stop. Potential goal for Jack Knight. Can't quite get the shot lined up, but that's a great 50 nonetheless. Greyhounds has to go back. And I mean, the offensive pressure they've kept, I think it's going to be an uphill battle for Moorhead just to finish it out of this game. So let's say it goes to 1-1. What should Moorhead change here?
I mean, it's so tough because I still thought they played quite well this game. I mean, I'd still love to see physicality. I mean, it's from both sides especially. I just like seeing demos a lot. So I think, like, just anything to throw that Duluth team off their rhythm, because they looked way more confident this game than they did the last game. Just like, you know, like demos, bumps, just anything to keep them off their rhythm.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the Moorhead game, I would say they did that a little better in game 1 than game 2, honestly. And I think that was one of the reasons they weren't quite able to get out of defense. Just 5 shots all game coming in from Moorhead. I mean, they got to figure out a way to get out on defense and figure out how to get some more midfield and offensive pressure here.
Kind of shocked to see the pressure, like, kind of... Oh, never mind. I was looking at saves. My bad. Yeah, Duluth well out shooting Moorhead there. Just their pressure was just... It's so hard to win games when you're being outshot by that much. And yeah, just seeing those score lines. Yeah, I'm not seeing enough demos out of Gunbro. I wish I saw more, to be honest. I mean, he was demoing us in that scrimmage quite a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, when I see Gunbro, I think of bumps, I think of redirects. I think I'm just playing that annoying first man you don't want to play against. And that's why I hate killing him so much. I mean, he's so good at it. He's so efficient at it. And I think this game number 3, he's got to get enabled more, figure out how to get off of defense, and they'll turn it around.
Absolutely. Just anything for him to come out of his shell, as I'm very, very eager to see how both these teams play game 3, as we got a tied up series now. We're getting right into it. Stick meeting Gumber on the kickoff. Greyhounds has a shot here. Does he slot? He does. First goal of the series, I believe, for Greyhounds, and it comes in the fashion of a very solid cheat here, as he just slots it right over Electric Step to give Duluth their 3rd game lead of the series.
Yeah, great kickoff coming out from Duluth. I mean, Thick as Sick just ran interference, gave Greyhounds pretty easy shot, let's not lie, but I mean, a kickoff goal, they will take it. They're going up by 1 early. We'll see how they keep the lead. Thick as Sick is getting one over there. Jack Knight gets back to us. Could be a shot. Thailand's is a little awkward. He pops this one up, trying to get it past Greyhounds. He's not quite able to. Thailand 0 boost on the back wall. He can't go for it. Greyhounds gets a shot. It hits the post. Thick as Stick can't follow it up. It's not on target. Jack Knight's there now. Has to slow it down. So get 1 touch up to the ceiling. Thailand, that's a great touch right there. Thick as Stick gets a demo on 1. Greyhounds misses. Electric Step is trying to get the pressure relieved, and he does a decent job at it so far.
This is not what you want to see if you're a Moorhead fan. I mean, Duluth, a switch has flipped. They are so much more confident now. Love Greyhounds in the air, beats up with Gunbro. Gunbro gets the clear out. Jack Knight tries to take up the wall, going for the pinch. Does he get it? He does. As Stick is already up, he gets the beat. Holy cow, what a read as Greyhounds tries to get him mid. No follow-up there. Electric Step with the clear. Thailand's with the miss on the mid pass. It's Gunbro slowing the play down. This is something he's very good at. Greyhounds with the save. Electric Step trying to get back mid. Is this open for Thailand's? Oh my goodness. Double post. B. Gunbro trying to bring this back for Moorhead. This is brutal. Gets the shot, 50'd out, and Twit, I know they want that opportunity back.
I know they want that back. That's a double post miss for Moorhead. Just unfortunate. They had to rush the shot, but they got to get a little better accuracy this time. But Thailand's, it's a great 50 on Greyhounds. Thickest Stick does take this one. No follow-up for Moorhead. It's a little slow, but it works out in the end for him. Gunbro is he going to take this one. Try to get a 50 on Jack Knight, which he does. Greyhound's 100 boost up in the corner. It's not what you want to see for Moorhead, but that's a great deny by Electric Step. Thailand's is going. Eco shot going on Thickest Stick. Greyhounds has to hurry back on defense. I mean, Duluth's lucky to get out of that one without a goal.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. A lot of offense on both sides here. I'm still shocked that it's a 1-0 game. As this is Thailand's looking to change that. He does. Equalizes it for Moorhead, and that is what they needed. Back on offense here, and they did not disappoint this time around. Thailand's with a huge 50 on Love Greyhounds in front of the net, and Moorhead with the equalizer. 3 minutes left on the clock. Looking to see how both these teams go about the rest of this game. Jack Knight with the beat. Gunbro is back, has some control. Goes for a reset, gets it, but not quite on target as Thailand's to mid. Electric Step with the follow-up, and this is the game one Moorhead that we saw. Electric Step on the finish with the beautiful enable from Gunbro and Thailand's here.
Yeah, I mean, it's just a great follow-up from Electric Step. I mean, Thick Stick couldn't quite get back to it, just falling off the backboard. It's a great three-man passing play coming in from Moorhead. They're up, about 3 minutes remaining. If you're a Moorhead fan, this is definitely looking a lot better than game two.
Absolutely. Looking like their game one selves here. Electric Step trying another one, gets the low 50 out. Jack Knight gets it around one. Gunbro passing in mid. Electric Step on the turn. It's off the wall. A little awkward for Duluth. Love Greyhounds with a fantastic clear. Thailand's gets the 50. Gunbro has to play it slow here. Gets it over one. Thailand's with the redirect. Is that just in it? Gunbro. Thailand's on the bump, I think. Gunbro gets the credit for the goal here, but that was pretty much all Thailand's with how awkward he made this defense here. On that fake, it's just brutal. And Moorhead,
yeah, I mean,
with the insurance goal.
Yeah, I mean, Duluth, I mean, at some point you got to be able to hit that, but I understand. He thought Thailand's getting the redirect. He ends up faking it. The last guy in that Thickest Stick just couldn't react in time. That's how Moorhead ends up scoring another goal. Almost one there for the Duluth. Jack Knight will take this one, though. Gunbro, he's going to bend this one to the right. Electric Step is faking for Gunbro yet again. 50 on Greyhounds. Thailand's awkward in the corner. Has to try to slow this down. Jack Knight fakes a touch. Electric Step is just going to dribble this one out. Take a 50 on Greyhounds. Thailand's one touch over 50 on Thickest Stick. Gunbro downfield looking for Thailand's. Trying to get a touch. That's the Thickest Stick instead, though. And that was almost a accidental moment for Duluth.
Man, you hate to see it if you're a Duluth fan, but nothing bad came of it. Looking to reset here mentally as Greyhounds tries to get it to Jack Knight. Jack Knight with the pop. Duluth looking to try and get some goals back here as this is cleared up by Gunbro. Gunbro has the double. A little awkward on the side of Duluth here. Thickest Stick calls off Greyhounds there. So Duluth back on the offense here. Stick gets one touch. Thailand's gets it over. Met by Jack Knight. Jack Knight demoed for his efforts. Greyhounds might have a free touch here as Gunbro pre-jumped a high touch there. This is going mid. Gunbro does have the touch out, but this is still awkward. Jack Knight gets it off the backboard. Any follow-up for Duluth? No, not quite. Thailand's able to play it slow here. Get a 50 on the Greyhounds. Greyhounds clears it out to the corner. Off the sidewall, gets it over Electric Step. It's just Gunbro back on the side of Moorhead. As he gets a huge touch there to relieve the pressure as the Thickest Stick turns dangerously on the follow-up, and Duluth all of a sudden with 1 minute left makes this a 1-goal game.
Thailand's is just stuck in the net. Zero boost. Has to go first squishy save. Has to try to defend the high shot, but Thickest Stick just places the low. Perfect shot for Duluth. I mean, they're only down by one. They got about a minute remaining. I mean, there's definitely a chance for Duluth to tie this one up.
Absolutely. As, I know they got the confidence to do it. Both these teams are playing very well right now. As Jack Knight taking a few 50s. Love Greyhounds on the beat. Met on the backboard by Gunbro as he's looking to slow the play down, trying to buy as much time as he possibly can. As there's not much time left on the clock here. As Stick takes up the wall. Is met by Electric Step, gets it 50'd. Gunbro might have a beat here with full boost as this might be on net. Thickest Stick going for a bump, can't quite. As Electric Step trying to bring it back. Awkward touch out of Jack Knight here. Still gets the beat onto Electric Step. Highlands gets one mid. Nobody quite there for Moorhead as we're winding down. 30 seconds left. Moorhead does not need a goal here. Jack Knight on the ceiling. Stick trying to play mid, met by Electric Step. Love Greyhounds could not quite get to that. Thailand's might have a flip here as that's just going to roll in, and Thailand's looking to seal this game for Moorhead, gets the insurance goal.
And that's a great solo play right there from Thailand. He gets right under Greyhounds. He fakes the high shot, gets it low. Thickest Stick can't quite get back in time. And that's the story of how Moorhead's going to take game 3.
Yeah, I mean, mechanical ability of Thailand's is very impressive. He knows when to fake it, knows when to play low. He is a dangerous man in the air, and he just proved it right there. As 3 seconds left on the clock, this is going to be a game 3 win for Moorhead, and they're going to be on match point.
Yeah, I mean, going into game 4, Moorhead up 2-1. I mean, Duluth, I mean, they looked dominant in game number 2. They looked pretty good overall in game 3, I would say. So, I mean, they're definitely not out of the series. They can definitely make the comeback. It's just about getting those early goals.
Absolutely. As we're seeing very similar, quite similar pressure. Moorhead, obviously a little bit more, which is a winning formula most of the time. And yeah, I just saw like pretty much a lot of what makes Moorhead great in this game. I mean, the Electric Step finishes from Thailand's and Gunbro enabling, and as well as just like Thailand's stellar ability in the air to make plays happen. And yeah, that's just the winning formula for this Moorhead team. So at that point, it's on Duluth being on match point to figure out how they can stop that.
Yeah, for sure. I definitely agree. I mean, both these teams, I mean, they're really good on offense. It's just the little defense here is that they got to figure out. But I mean, this Moorhead team, I mean, when I think about them, I think about high-flying offensive action. I mean, Gunbro, I mean, he's like a little rat sometimes. I'm not going to lie. I mean, you turn your back, you're instantly demoed. It's instantly redirecting your net. Thailand's, I mean, he's just so mechanical. He's so good at it. And Dr. Step is just that perfect centerpiece that can be the second man. I mean, this team, honestly, on offense, no glaze, but doesn't have a weakness. So you got to figure out how to slow him down, which is basically an impossible task. But I mean, Duluth figured it out for one game. They might be able to bounce back in game 4. We'll have to wait to see.
Yeah, I mean, every team has a weakness. It's just about figuring it out. As we're very early in this game 4, Gunbro going to take it up the wall here, met by the thickest stick. Not the most optimal 50 for Duluth, as Greyhound's back with the clear. As Electric Step trying to get this back mid, as that's a dangerous 50. Gunbro, it will be back to get the clear. He's going to take it up the wall himself. Met by Greyhounds, he gets it around him. Stick on the 50. Going to bounce into the corner. Electric Step on the touch, down to Thailand's. So Greyhound's a little bit of an awkward touch. Gunbro with the bang. Moorhead looking to get the offense cooking here early. So that's going to go around Gunbro. Duluth bangs it right on back. Jack Knight trying to get one mid, met by Thailand's. So he gets it over another. I think Greyhounds is the only one back. He does not panic, as he gives his teammates a ton of time to come back here. Stick on the miss. Thailand's shot a little bit awkward, but Greyhound's back for the save. So that's a bit of a dangerous pinch. Electric Step, the only one up. This is dangerous for Duluth. Stick with a really good clear, though. He's met by Thailand's. Thailand's with the solo play. Off, just a little bit off, as this is going right back mid. Nobody on the follow for Moorhead there as Duluth looking to counterattack. Gunbro awkward. Greyhound's mid ball. Thailand's there on the clear. And Sweat, both these teams just showing some offense here, just with not quite the golden opportunity quite yet.
I mean, they have the looks, they have the pressure, they have the chances. I mean, the shot total is pretty low, and the quality of shot is pretty low. So once they figure those two things out, can definitely get at me. It's just about getting the shot on target, trying to get it past the defender. We'll see what ends up happening here, though, because that's a Greyhound up in the air. Thailand's bans this one out. It'll look really for Duluth. Thickest Stick hits this one back, goes for the double Gunbro. It's going to try to get a shot one to the sidewall, try to dunk Greyhounds, isn't quite able to. Accidentally kind of saves it. Thickest Stick out middle. Jack Knight's there, back to the Thickest Stick. Just going to have to slow this one down in the corner.
Yeah, as we're seeing a little bit more pressure out of Moorhead here now. As that's just going to roll in. I don't even know what happened. Thailand's on that follow. And, yeah, Moorhead, a little bit of luck here as, yeah, it's just a dangerous miss out of Jack Knight, I believe it was. And Thailand just gets the free roll into the net. And Moorhead starting to see the light at the end of the tunnel. Still got half the game left, but now they have a lead. The nerves are settling down a little bit for them as Greyhound's looking to get one back here for Duluth. It's going to bang off the corner. Jack Knight on the turn. This is up in the air. Stick is up, gets the beat. Jack Knight there for Duluth. He's going to try and bring him mid. Met by Gumbro on low boost. As Thailand's up, trying to bring the pressure back from Moorhead here. So he's met by Stick. Greyhound's trying to get this bang mid. As he gets another touch. Jack Knight is up. Still dangerous for Moorhead here. Now Electric Step on the clear. Nobody's back for Duluth. That's going to roll in. No, not quite. I thought that was going to be another one for them. As that looked really close, but Duluth thanking their lucky stars that one did not go in. And they're back on offense here. As Electric Step gets the clear out, but it's met by Jack Knight. And suffocating pressure from Duluth here lately, Swit.
Yeah, I mean, a minute 30 on the clock. There's got to be some urgency. I mean, Duluth's got to get this started. They built the pressure a little bit so far. They've definitely done better as the games went on. Greyhounds is there, trying to pass it over to the thickest stick, which he's able to. Gets one touch towards the side while Thailand's low boost. Just has to dive this one. It's a great touch right there. Great 50 on Greyhounds as well. Thailand's leading the offensive charge, but it's denied early by Jack Knight. 50 on Gunbro. And as I said, that Moorhead's building the pressure right back up for them. Greyhound's solo play potential, though. He's going to go for a reset. Tries to get it past Thailand's. Jack Knight, great bomb. Electric Step can't get there. Duluth ties it up. A minute remaining. I mean, game 4 so far has kind of been a defensive masterclass.
Goodness, that's an unreal play. Flip reset out of Greyhounds. Gets it over Thailand's. The thickest stick. Perfect shot to follow it up. And we got a tie game with a minute left here. And I don't know about you, Swit, but I want to see an overtime.
Yeah, I want to see overtime. If it's going to close it out, or if we go to game 5. I mean, game 4 overtime to force a game 5 would be absolute cinema, some say, but this could be a shot. Not quite. Denied by Gumbro. It's the second Duluth diving. Jack Knight has to get a touch, grabs the mid boost, tries to get this one past Electric Step. Awkward on the sidewall, 0 boost. He's going to take a 50. That's a great demo onto Thailand's. Greyhound takes a 50. He's trying to hurry this one up. Trying to drain the Moorhead resources. We'll see what ends up happening. Going up the ceiling, trying to get the shot. Denied by Thailand's. It's a great clear. Stick a stick. Is going to try to ban this one back in. Not quite able to get it. Thailand's great 50 onto Jack Knight. And Duluth has to have some urgency here.
Absolutely. As I'm trying to figure out what team is going to be favored if we do go in overtime. As Love Greyhounds out of nowhere gets the beat. Jack Knight with the fake in the air there, and Love Greyhounds just beating out the defender here with an open net, and all of a sudden we are looking at a game 5.
Yeah, I mean, game 5 is on the horizon. If in the next 19 seconds Moorhead doesn't clutch up, we'll see what ends up happening. But that was a great beat by Greyhounds onto Thailand's. Take a stick. Trying to make it 3. Trying to not let them even have a chance to go to overtime, but that's denied by Thailand's. Trying to keep the effort alive. Greyhounds one touch over to the wall. Electric Step is going to get beat out by Jack Knight. Duluth trying to keep this one not to overtime. Thailand's 100 boost has to keep this one up. Not the best touch. Thick stick rate 50. Jack Knight's a little awkward. Going to try to kill this one, which he does. Game 5 is forced in the final seconds.
Man, doesn't feel like a series could end in... It doesn't feel like this series can end in any way other than game 5. I mean, Duluth bounced back late in that game to force this game 5. As we just saw some really good speed out of that team. It's like some really good confidence out of them. They never backed down once. As yeah, Greyhounds definitely played a major factor in both those goals. Getting the flip reset over one and then slotting the other with that speed that he shows quite often here. And all of a sudden, we got an even series. We got a game 5. And I am stoked to see how these teams perform.
Yeah, me too. I mean, both these teams have had their games, they've had not their games, but game 5, someone's got to step up, someone's got to rise to the plate, someone's got to win this series. Can Moorhead get 5 points or can Duluth? We'll see what ends up happening. So that's a great kickoff coming in from both teams. Thailand's is going to be Jack Knight, going for one touch, trying to get the reset. Can he get it? No, opts for a 50 instead. They can stick a little awkward with Greyhounds. Gunbro, one touch over to the wall. Electric Step 50. And I mean, J-Bay, if you had to pick a team in this game 5, which team you picking?
Goodness, I don't know. I mean, I think with the momentum Duluth got winning that game 4, I want to say them as a first guess, but really I do not know. As we are now in a best of 1 on Champions Field. As Electric Step tries to get a flip reset, can't quite. Does get a fake on one, beats out another. Might get a bump on Jack Knight here, and Thailand's on the follow-up. A little bit scrappy play out of Electric Step, but it works here as Moorhead up 1 early.
I mean, that pop by Electric Step was beautiful. My card doesn't do that, so props to bro for getting that touch. I mean, Thailand's absolutely slotted it, beat the last defender as well. I mean, Moorhead go up early in game 5. See, ends up who's taking it. Kickoff is kind of going to go into Lou's favor. Thick as Sick pops this one up. 100 boost to work with, but is met by Electric Step. It's a great 50. Jack Knight's there, though. 50 on Thailand's Thick as Stick. Making this one out. Electric Step, slowing it down in the corner, trying to bait Greyhounds and taking the challenge, which he does. Jack Knight low boost is going to roll this one up the wall, grabs the 100. Let's see if solo play can happen. Goes for the reset, tries to get it past Thailand's, but he's not quite able to.
Yeah, that was a good chance for Jack Knight here. He had a little bit of space, had the reset. Just a very good defense on the side of Moorhead here as Electric Step looking to counterattack here. Thailand's camping up field, can't quite get a pass up field to him. Jack Knight trying to get one mid, cannot quite, goes missing. As still a little bit awkward on the side of Moorhead, but this ball is going to come rolling back. Thailand's going to try and get one mid here. Bumps off Greyhounds. This ball's going to still stay in the Duluth corner. Gunbro trying to get another mid. Really wants that insurance goal. As Thailand's on the catch here. Gets it over Greyhounds. Electric Step is up. Does he have a shot? He does. It's open for Gunbro, and he finishes it off. And Moorhead gets that insurance goal that they were desperately looking for.
I mean, that double commit by Duluth was just a death right there. I mean, unfortunate touch from Jack Knight as well. Could probably got a better clear. But nonetheless, I mean, Moorhead goes up too. I mean, there's 3 minutes and a half left. I mean, they could score even more goals. Duluth could come up. I mean, anything can happen. Game 5, I mean, there's crazy. That's a good cheat, though, from Jack Knight for Gunbro. Doesn't get a ball 1v1 versus Greyhounds. He denies it early, but Electric Step is there. 100 boost to work with. It's 50 on Thickest Stick over to Thailand. Back out middle. That's a pass over to Jack Knight, though. Not quite the same team. Electric Step faking this one out. Thailand's also faking this one out. Trying to get it to Gunbro. Thickest Stick, 100 boost, and a dream. See what he ends up accomplishing. Great cut by Thailand. And so far, I mean, this Moorhead team is like deadly, honestly, on both sides of the ball here.
Yeah, you are totally right about that. They came to play this game 5. Back to their roots, back to the... they know what works best for them. And that play style is working as Greyhounds trying to get one back. Cannot quite. Jack Knight is up. It's still dangerous for Moorhead. So that's a beautiful save out by Gunbro, but Duluth is not done yet. Thickest Stick off the backboard. Gunbro tries to get the double, but is met by Greyhounds. Duluth trying to claw their way back to a 1-goal game here as Greyhounds gets it over 2. Jack Knight is up, trying to get it down back to Greyhounds. Greyhounds on the catch, gets a 50 out. Is there a follow-up for Duluth? Not quite. As Stick caught a little bit awkward on that rotation there. As Jack Knight met by Electric Step, gets a good 50 out. Greyhounds trying to bring it back, gets beat out by Gunbro. Stick last back, a little bit awkward for them. Thailand's is up, opts to put a shot on, and he does! Just out of nowhere, Thailand's thought he was going to put it off the backboard, but instead he just goes straight for the net, and it works. And Moorhead trying to run away with this game 5.
I mean, so much time for Thailand to place that shot, and when he finally shot it, I mean, it was perfect placement. Thickest Stick couldn't reach it. I mean, I don't know. I don't think you could have shot a better shot if you tried. I mean, Moorhead's up by 3, 2 minutes remaining. Looking like the strong favorites close this one out. We'll see what ends up happening though. Electric Step out to the midfield. Demo onto Gunbro. Might cut this one down early, but Thailand is going to fake this one. Thickest Stick gets it past 1. Gunbro. So when this one down, double commit by Moorhead, but it pinches out. Should be okay. Mistouch by Greyhounds. Okay, never mind. Not a goal for Moorhead. Thought it was going to be for half a second. Thickest Stick right clear. And I don't know what's going on. But I mean, Duluth got it out of their half. They got a shot. It went far down. Pure chaos on the goal line. Gunbro's trying to get a shot opportunity. He can get it past Greyhound. I mean, that was pure chaos for 30 seconds. I'm not going to lie to you, J-Bay. But what I do know is Moorhead scored a goal at the end.
Yeah, I mean, Duluth caught too far, pushed up too far, left nobody back. They were very awkward there. Electric Step leading the charge, looking for a bump on Greyhounds. Made him just awkward enough to not get the save there. Gunbro gets the credit for that goal there. As Moorhead running away with his game 5. Greyhounds looking to bring it back though. Gets some control in the air. Beats out Thailand's demo pile up in front of the Moorhead net as Greyhounds has to take it back. Electric Step trying to get the beat. Greyhounds gets to clear out. Thailand's trying to bring it back. Moorhead not done yet on offense here as the Thickest Stick. It has to get it clear out here. Love Greyhounds opting to pass it mid to Jack Knight, but intercepted by Electric Step. And it seems like Duluth is having these opportunities, but Moorhead still just as aggressive as they were at the start of this game, not letting anything happen for them.
Yeah, it's a great shot coming in from Gunbro yet again. And no one from Duluth could save it at the end. I mean, it's a great pass by Thailand's as too.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know. I mean, this Moorhead team's looking scary. I mean, other teams got to be taking notes here.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Moorhead, they've already had very impressive results this season. in this series. They played very well, especially this game 5. They're definitely the team to keep an eye on, as Stick gets a kind of a garbage time goal here, but I mean they still have some time. I'm sure they're going to play the rest of this out as that's a good beat onto Electric Step there. Yeah, this Moorhead team, they just were very impressive today. They've been very impressive all season, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they'll do the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, with Major 2 coming up, I mean, not too soon, but not too far out of the horizon land. Eventually, at the end of the season, I mean, this Moorhead team, I mean, they're looking in form. If they keep this up, I mean, I feel like they are one of the favorites to win Rising Star, just based off the series.
Yeah, absolutely. They just play so well as a unit. As we got 30 seconds left here, Duluth trying to get some back on the board here as Greyhounds gets one mid. Thailand's is up. It's the pop out, met by Gunbro, trying to bring it back. Electric Step on the 50. As a little bit of a fake out of Thailand's there as he gets it around Jack Knight. Tries to bring it mid, trying to get one more from Moorhead. Cannot quite get the pinch mid. 10 seconds left on the clock here. Stick trying to 50 it out. Gets it over another. This might be an open net for Jack Knight. And he gets it. 1 second left on the clock here. And so you're saying there's a chance. As a little bit of a wonky goal there, but
yeah. Yeah, I definitely agree. You know, a little wonky flipper set at the end, but you know, flipper set goal is flipper set goal at the end of the day. If you're me, I mean, Moorhead ends up taking the series 3-2. Both of us had Moorhead taking in the prediction. Maybe not same amount of games, but I mean, a right prediction is a right prediction.
Yeah, absolutely. Very, very good series all around. I mean, both these teams played phenomenal. I mean, I was very impressed by Duluth. I mean, I know their results have not really been ideal to start the season, but I think this is a very promising team going into this like second half of the season. As I mean, yeah, they play phenomenal. They hung with a team that's like if I'm not mistaken, first in Rising Star. So that's a testament of its own. But yeah, so I'm very excited to see how both these teams play the rest of the season.
Yeah, I mean, both these teams, I mean, they got such bright futures ahead. I mean, Duluth just formed literally a week ago. It was their 4th ever game together. I mean, if they're taking a top team like Moorhead to game 5, I mean, there's definitely bright signs. But Moorhead, I mean, they've just been dominant all season. I mean, they don't lose is kind of my issue with them. I mean, they're catching up to us in points. I think they just passed us in points, actually, with this game. So some grinding to do on the Brainerd Victory Rising Star. But anyway, I mean, this Moorhead team, I mean, they're nasty. I definitely don't want to play them.
I mean, yeah, overall, a very fun series to watch. We saw a lot of mechanical prowess from both teams. We saw a lot of really good plays. A lot of these teams playing as a unit. But that is going to conclude our Rising Star matches for tonight. We are very thrilled at the turnout we had for this stream. Some phenomenal series were played. I'm glad we were able to end it on a game 5. And yeah, just overall a very solid day for Rising Star.
Yeah, I'm happy we could end it with such a great series. I mean, Game 5 action's always fun to watch. I mean, even Game 4 forcing Game 5 was the thriller. All of the games were honestly thrillers. All of them went one way or another. But thank y'all for watching. I think that's all we got. I mean, correct me if I'm wrong, JB. But, I mean, we saw 4 really good series today. I mean, some of them didn't go the distance, but that's okay.
Yeah, I think that is all we got for tonight. But we thank all of you for watching, and we wish you all a fantastic night.
Laying on my floor, thinking about all the things that we've been through. From 24/7 to pretending like I never met you. No, it's all for the best, 'cause I know we're a mess every time we're together. Going out of my mind, and I wish I could lie, tell you that it gets better. Now that you're gone, they say time should heal, but it's been too long. Couple months where I can't seem to